Good evening, Governors fans, and welcome to Senior Night 2023 at William Blount High School. I'm Stan Painter alongside Carter Bells. This is the Heartland Roofing pregame show. Remember, A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau and a 5-star on Google. Be sure to give Nate a call at 865-323-5933 for a free inspection or estimate. So you have tuned in to the right channel or the right place, Carter, as William Blount is in a different uniform tonight, looks like.
Yeah, unveiled earlier this evening, dark mode, all black uniforms, white helmets, so little twist on things for senior night tonight. Be interesting to see if it helps the Govs play any better, as I'm sure they're hyped to be wearing those uniforms.
Right. This is, as we said, senior night, so they are in the process of just kicking off the senior night activities. Of course, we've got about, I think, 20 seniors on this football team, much more, about 3 times as many as we had last year, Carter. But we also have band members, cheerleaders, cross country, girls soccer. Have I left anything out? Golf. I don't know if we have any senior golfers this year or not, but that would be the other fall sport. So they're going through that. And we'll talk about the William Blount football team seniors, as you can watch along here. But a big contest for William Blount is the Dobyns-Bennett Indians come calling from from Kingsport, Tennessee tonight, Carter. This is a huge game. Almost like a do-or-die game as far as playoffs for the William Blount Governors.
Yeah, big playoff implications for the Govs. It's going to be hard to get in with one region win. And that would obviously be unfortunate because, you know, if we don't win this game, then we gotta beat Jeff County, and Jeff County is a tough football team, and we're playing them at their place.
Right.
So it'll be like senior night for them. They'll be amped up. So this is definitely a must-win for the Govs if they want to make the playoffs this season, which, you know, would be big considering this is going to be one of the better seasons in school history. Already sitting at 5-3.
Right. With that, we'll take our first break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the preview some more about this game, talk about our area. Go over some stats and starting lineups, of course, leading all the way up to the kickoff. You are watching Gov Nation Network and AM 1470 Voice of Champions. Back at William Blount High School, where you still see the senior night going on right here, as right at the 50-yard line. They're about halfway through, honoring some band members there Carter. We will now turn our attention to our Stats with Stan segment. Of course, Stats with Stan brought to you each week by Red Tech, the best refrigerant in the business for LG appliances, 865-983-1630. So pulling up my cumulative stats right here so far. Of course, we had a bye week last week, so been 2 weeks since we had a broadcast here, so these have been updated. And Carter, I'm just going through these right here. William Blount, being at 5-2, has been like more efficient in most of the categories. For example, 158 first downs to the opponents, only 103. Things like that. The only passing or rushing yards, William Blount's rushed for 1,599, 1 yard short of 1,600. The opponents have only rushed for 910. So pretty good discrepancies. You go all the way down through here. Compared to last year, it was just the opposite.
Yeah, offense has been electric this year, that's for sure. Implementing a new system, fast-paced system, has really helped the Govs. It's been interesting to see. It's been cool to see, really, just the turnaround from 1 year to another. Only scoring, I think, 100 points. We averaged 10 points a game. We scored 100 points all year last year. And we surpassed that, I think, in week three or four.
I think maybe.
It's been cool to see, and it's made this team fun to watch.
Looking at some individuals here, of course, Brett starts with Brett Cortez, one of the seniors we're honoring tonight. Carter, he has thrown for 1,362 yards, 16 touchdowns. The only thing, he does have 8 interceptions. So about one a game, I guess, but not, I think they'd like to see that a little bit lower. But he's also rushed for another 590, almost 600 yards, and another, he has contributed 28 touchdowns.
Yeah, dual threat is definitely an understatement when it comes to Cortez. He's been electric with his legs and through the air, and that really all comes from his receivers catching the ball and his offensive line blocking well for him. He obviously makes the impossible happen occasionally out here, makes Brett Favre-esque throws and Patrick Mahomes-esque throws out here, but he's lit it up, that's for sure, on the stat sheet and on the field.
So looking at the receiving on that, Carter, of course, somebody has to be catching these passes, and the leading receiver, and it's really close, it's really tight between 3 guys, but right now leading in yardage is Jackson Dabrowski with 388. 374 for Gavin, his brother, and another 329 for Garrett Clark. So you got 3 receivers right there that make up about 900, about 1,000, most of that yardage right there, of that 1,400.
Yeah, Brett's done a really good job all year of distributing the football to different receivers, and of course those receivers, like you said, have to catch the football. So we've got really good hands on this team. It's proven true, and all but one of those guys, Jackson, is the only guy that's not a senior that is catching all those passes.
And there'll be a position change more than likely next year. He won't be catching those passes either.
Yeah, so definitely losing a lot after this year, so want to take as much of an advantage as possible. And it being senior night, I'm sure these guys are going to want to show out.
Of course, on the ground, other than, of course, Brett, you also have Aiden Klein with 95 carries right at 500 yards. And 5 touchdowns rushing, as well as a receiving touchdown. And, of course, Darius Brook has 52 carries for about 300 yards and 3 touchdowns as well.
Yeah, Klein and Brooks have been a pretty good tag team back there when Brett's not keeping the ball. It's been cool to see. Klein doesn't really look like a power guy, but he's got strong legs. He tends to fight for an extra yard or two, just turning his legs. And Darius, when he hits the ball hard, he hits it hard, and he can break it for big gains. So it's been cool to see this offense just really click this year.
And the good thing is they have both those backs back.
Yeah.
And then plus us have a pretty good sophomore in Ray Jackson back there too as well. If they may be looking for some receivers next year, that might be some switch there that they may be looking at, or not switches, but lining them up and so forth. All right, well, that concludes our Stats with Stan segment, brought to you again by Red Tech. We'll take another 2-minute break, and we'll be back, and I think Mr. Rob Lotz has joined us up here in the booth. We'll be joining us shortly.
Welcome back, Gov fans. Robbie Lotz. I've joined the Gov Nation team after honoring senior night. Although grade-wise, Max is a junior. It's his last game because it's just a 10-year or a 10-month program that he's in. So it was good to be down there with the players. And what did y'all think about those black uniforms?
I thought they looked pretty cool. Definitely something I think could pump up the team, get them ready to play, and get the crowd into it, as it was only announced, this evening.
Yep. So this is the Heartland Roofing pregame report. We're going to move now into the region update, and what a big region game this one is. Playoff implications on the line for the Govs tonight and for Dobyns-Bennett. So we'll go over the leader. It's Jefferson County. They're 4-0 in the region, and they've locked up the 1 seed already because their last game will be against us, and even if they lose, they have the head-to-head against the 2 teams that can get to 4 wins. So Jefferson County is going to be your region champion. Last night, Stan, they took on a good Farragut team and demolished them 31-14.
Yeah, Farragut's had a rough season, Robbie. Played a lot of good teams. And just not a typical, as far as win-losses, it's not a typical Eddie Courtney team, but, they still got a lot of fight in them, and, they still could get in the playoffs. I think Farragut, they've got Hardin Valley next week maybe, and then Maryville, that could come down to that 4 spot, and, could be a rematch with Jeff County.
Yeah, and I think Jeff County, obviously they were going to be good, but they kind of surprised me a little bit. I figured they'd take a little bit of a decline in performance just because they lost their starting quarterback this year. He transferred out.
Yeah, they got a couple of receivers too.
But they
I saw,
they haven't skipped a beat.
Guys, I watched, first time I've seen them play last night, I watched some of that game on TV. Mm-hmm. They don't ever have to throw it.
Yeah,
they can run it. Their offensive line looks like the Philadelphia Eagles offensive line or something.
Against high school competition, probably. Yes, Spencer Riley, UT offensive lineman there, so he knows how to get the run game going, and that's why they're going to be your region champion in Region 1 6A this year. After that, it kind of gets Dobyns-Bennett and Science Hill both have 1 loss in the loss column. Science Hill does have an edge because they played the 1 extra game, and they are 3-1. Dobyns-Bennett 2-1. But of course, those 2 teams will match up in Week 10. If William Blount was to win this game tonight, that would put them at 2-2. In the region with the head-to-head over Dobyns-Bennett, so technically they still may need to get a little bit of help, but you'd think if William Blount wins tonight, Dobyns-Bennett's going to lose to Science Hill.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of complicated, even though there's not many games left in the region, Robbie, there's a lot of complicated factors still, as you said.
And still on the table, win both, and you can host a playoff game.
Right, and so, I mean, you think about that, but that would entail them beating Jefferson County, but,
And Jefferson County, you talk about resting starters.
Well,
you really don't hear that, but they have the region wrapped up already. They may play a quarter or 2, but they don't need to win that game.
I think I saw, Robbie, earlier in the week, or maybe it was last week, that Jefferson County, they'll be hosting their first playoff game in 15 to 20 years.
I mean, probably against us. My senior year in 2003.
Yeah, we were the last team. I think it may be 20 years. So
yeah, we almost beat them over there. Lost 19-7 and dropped a couple touchdowns. But yeah, that was a Scooter Jennings.
But that was a Scott Meadows.
Scott Meadows was the head coach of Jeff County that year. They were number 2 in the state.
Rodney Phelps was William Blunt's.
Yep.
His one
year here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the last time Jeff County. I didn't know that. And then rounding out, of course, West Ridge is 1-3, but they do have the tiebreaker over William Blount. Yeah, and that could come crucial down the stretch.
We talked about that, I think, that night we went on the air up there at West Ridge, Robbie. It seems like years ago. But we talked about how important that game was. Even though it was early in the season, it was a huge game. So, we'll see. But if that, it's just you got to get things that got to play out, and I think if you lose tonight, Robbie, you're pretty much done. I don't know mathematically. We had a discussion up here about it, but you got to have things like West Ridge lose to Morristown and things like that. William Blount beat Jefferson County. And so, for all intents and purposes, Robbie, this is pretty much me, Carter and I talked about this is a do or die game for William Blount as far as playoffs are concerned.
Yeah, I agree. So, and then Morristown East, it's just been a bad year for them, but they'll have another game against West Ridge, and we'll definitely be pulling for them.
Certainly.
To try to help us out. But that's going to round out the region. So Jeff County 4-0's got it wrapped up on the 1 seed. Then 2 through 5 can change with all the scenarios. So must-win situation for the Govs tonight here in this Region 1 6A matchup. We'll take another 2-minute break, come back with more here from Skip Burns Stadium, Mike Whitefield. All right, we're back here with the Heartland Roofing pregame report as the Govs are about to the senior captains tonight.
Right,
Come out and they're about to do the national anthem.
Well, Robbie, they're doing a moment of silence. Why don't you talk about what that's for? Dedicated.
Yeah, long-time teacher here and former coach, and then the last maybe 8-10 years he's been the clock scoreboard operator down. Lon Thornton, Mr. Thornton, Coach Thornton, passed away. And they found him this afternoon. We don't really know many details, but our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family. And they're having a moment of silence right now.
Thank you. Please remain standing.
And now we'll send it to the PA announcer, Mike Brewer, and the playing of the national anthem.
This evening is the William Blount High School Marching Band under the direction of Noah Tootin and Deidria Tinkersley.
Back here for more of this pregame report, as it's a big matchup. As we mentioned, it's a must-win for the Govs tonight. Pretty much going to seal your fate if you lose this one. You still have 2 games left, but playoff implications. Must win. Bunch of captains out there tonight. The seniors, and then I noticed Randy Reed was out there too. He'll be one of the captains tonight, the only junior.
Yeah, I think they've got their game captains, and then honorary captains would be the rest of the seniors, wouldn't it,
Yeah.
Robbie? Is that the way they do that?
Is Reed out there? I don't see 22.
Yeah, it's behind the state.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I want to mention some of these seniors tonight. Ones that I know, I may miss one or two, but the ones I know that are 4-year players in this program that have been for the long haul. Caleb Hatcher, number 59. Number 60, Nathan Flores. 75, Vincent Dill. Number 6, Landon Rich. 24, Zeke Crow. Number 74, Michael Slusher. And number 7, Caden Donnelly. Those are the ones I know for sure that have been in this program, and it's been a rebuild, Stan, and and these guys are part of it. And even last year's class are really the ones that laid the foundation for what Robert Reeves trying to build on.
Yeah, you're certainly correct as you see the Indians come rushing onto the football field there. But, Robbie, I will look back at this team, regardless of what happens from year on out, and I'm going to say that this senior class, Robbie, probably gave us hope.
Yep.
Breathed life back into it, because I thought the program was, the last
it's probably as low as
12
it's
months, that it was on life support. It was just a dead program. And so I think there's hope now. And so, like I said, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks. If they don't win another game, they have gave life back into this program.
Right, and you got to commend the coaching staff. They go 0-10. Nobody leaves the staff. They all come back. We had 48 players last year.
Yeah.
The numbers jump up to 75.
I think 6 seniors, wasn't it, last year?
Yes.
Not all those contributed, but
that just tells you what Robert Reeves has done here.
And that all starts really with these seniors getting their friends to come out and play football.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's how these numbers are up what they are. The captains are about to make their way onto the field for the coin toss. While they do that, we'll bring up Coach Reeves. We didn't get to interview him tonight because of senior night, but we'll bring up Robert Reeves, brought to you by Twofold Mold and Travis Reeves. Number 1, play with energy and enthusiasm. It's your last time on Mike Whitefield for a lot of these guys, and you got to say that just says it all right there. Bring the energy, bring the enthusiasm, Carter.
Yeah, definitely big, and hopefully with it being senior night and a little bit of a hype with the black uniforms, they come out and they're ready to play.
And then number 2, welcome the challenge of competing against a great football team. And traditionally, Dobyns-Bennett, I think they just got surpassed maybe 3 or 4 years ago by Maryville for most wins in the state, all-time history. The program, it's a rich program that we're playing tonight in Dobyns-Bennett, Stan.
Yeah, it is, Robbie, but you know what? I mean, not great, but we've had some success against this team. And I guess the games are big games because a lot of them were in the playoffs, or at least 2 of them. I think we've got 4 wins total against them. And 2 in the regular season, 2 in the playoffs. And I would say on 3 of those 4, Robbie, we were the underdogs.
Yeah, 4 wins. The last one was in 2016 when they were number 8 in the state. Then in 2007 and 2006, we go back-to-back. One of those was playoff, one was regular season. And, of course, the one that really got the momentum was they were number 1 in the state in 2001. And Trey Tipton kicked a field goal to put us into the second round of the playoffs that year, the 2001 team.
Right. That was Reese McMahon, right?
Yeah, Reese's senior year, and ended up losing second round down to Ottawa, but it was one of the great teams that we had here in William Blount history. So, looks like Dobyns-Bennett has won the toss and deferred their option, so we'll get to see the William Blount offense first. Stan?
I said, I like the music.
I'm
not a big fan of the uniform, but like the music.
You don't like the black?
I think you need to wear your traditional colors.
Okay, Alabama. Now, here come your 2023 William Blount Governors, led by Brett Cortez. I was looking at his numbers, Stan. He's
we
top
talked about
5 in the state, probably best about everything, offensive categories. What a career he's going to finish out here.
28, touchdowns he's contributed to, either 16 through the air, 12 on the ground, Robbie.
That's impressive.
And 1 sideline warning.
Here's your offense tonight that'll take the field. Brought to you by Genera. Brett Cortez, your senior quarterback. He's a 4-year starter, but only 2 years here at William Blount. Sophomore, Aiden Klein. Wide receivers will be Clark, Dabrowski. Tight end will be Lipinski. On the offensive line, Deal will anchor the center position. Harbin will be a sophomore starter tonight. Slusher at left tackle. Right tackle with Nathan Flores, and your right guard, number 59, Caleb Hatcher. They will be kicking left to right, and Dobyns-Bennett will be kicking left to right. William Blount will be receiving. Here's your defense starters tonight for William Blount. Jace, Arrett, Eggleton, Monroe, and Ellis. With Henson, Query, Witherspoon at linebackers. Secondary will be Sellers, Taco, Major, Crumpton, and Randy Reed. William Blount in the black uniforms, black pants, white helmets. And it's Region 1 6A football. Time to get it started. This kickoff will be brought to you by Anywhere Movers. Give Alvin Jeanette a call at 865-235-4108.
Looks like Frederick right down there, wasn't it?
Frederick will be placing the ball down. Head referee tonight, Rick Pope. Grant Tyler will be one of the referees with Dwayne Orr.
And I think
the veteran crew tonight, Stan.
Rusty Bouchard right here at the 50 on their side.
Yes.
We've named most. There may be a couple that we've missed. You got Dwayne and.
Yeah, it's a veteran crew tonight. Number 30 for Dobyns-Bennett. Let me get this started. He will be doing the kickoffs. Will be McLean. He's a sophomore. He'll kick it, squib it down the middle. Going to be picked up by Randy. Nope. Now Randy gets it at the 10. In trouble there, and will go down
Nowhere
at the 15.
Nowhere to hide.
He mishandled the squib, and it turned out to be a good kick there and good coverage for the Indians.
Well, that ball is just so hard to read off the ground. It's not like a round ball, you know. It's going to bounce different ways. So good job to really just get onto the ball and make sure you can actually have an offensive drive to start the game.
Looks like 4 receivers to the – no, they'll move 5 wide here. Dabrowski will be at the bottom with Stewart. Up top will be Rich, Dabrowski, and Clark. 5 wide for Brett Cortez. False start.
Oh, boy.
They jumped, and they flinched, and we jumped.
They shifted.
Yeah.
They shifted to their laterally. Caused us to jump.
Yeah, that was the only sophomore on the offensive line, Jude Harbin.
I think this might be his first start.
I think you may
I believe it is. So that'll back him up, and we'll be behind the chains to start the game.
I'll let him buy
double
with that.
nerves out there.
Yeah.
First start, and then they did the shift.
Yeah, I'll let him buy with that one. 5 wide. Cortez in the gun. Looking to his right. Slant pattern going to be caught by Clark up around the 15, up past the 20. Nice yardage there, past the 20 to the 21. Just a quick slant there. Brett finds Clark.
Really good job there by Clark, turning his legs to get the extra yards. That'll make it second and about 5.
Yep, got the penalty yards back plus 5. 2 receivers at the top, 3 at the bottom. Cortez will take it. Looking to his right, slant again, high pass, caught by Dabrowski.
Strong hands.
Went up and caught it. That's a first down for the Governors to the 29. First quarter first downs will be brought to you by Blount Partnership, where careers and education come together.
Really strong hands there by the senior Gavin. We'll haul that one down for the first down of the game.
Got him to jump, free 5 yards. Number 11 off the edge. Eli Wallace. We saw that a lot in the last few years. We haven't got it that much this year, you know?
Right.
But boy, I bet Christian ain't going to be happy about that. Coach Christian. In motion. Oh, he false started on back to Dabrowski. Gavin up top. Took off too early. We were running a jet sweep to Landon.
Yeah, it looked like it was probably going to be open there. They ran it to the short side of the field.
So we give it back. So back and forth, so no harm done. Back to 1st and 10. They'll bring Dabrowski off, and they'll have 4 receivers to the left and single coverage up top. I believe that's Gavin. And Cortez will look that way. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket, take off backwards.
Oh, boy.
No.
Where's he going? He's going to throw it as far as he can, and he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be intentional grounding. He's going to say a receiver was coming back, maybe.
Yeah. There's the laundry. So move him all the way.
Wow.
And that's still a spot foul, correct?
Yep, 5 yards from there, so it'll be half the distance from there.
That's
Signal
huge.
grounded on the offense. Ball not cross the line of scrimmage. Lost it down.
It doesn't have to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know why he said that. If there's a receiver in the area, but he's going to say there was no receiver in the area.
That's one of the.
It's the same as a sack.
Yeah, I don't think it's better because you're going to get now. You're going to get half the distance.
Right.
So
That's one of the.
still lost a down.
It's
That's one of the few
Yeah.
times we've seen Brett throw an intentional grounding.
So that
now
ends
it's-
up being like a 26-yard penalty.
wow. What do you call on 2nd and 26?
So you quick kick. That's all you can do because this drive's adios.
Now he's flushed out of the pocket. Don't hold there. He's going to throw it across the middle and deflected there. Good coverage by number 11. No, I think 17.
Good job to find a guy with one-on-one coverage. Rich just unable to,
Guys, I think-
catch it. Really good defense.
That was first down, right? When he
That
took
was
the big,
second.
When he took the big loss.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Okay. So it's just third down. Yeah, I mean, third down right here at your 3-yard line. You're going to get to 30.
If he just would have rolled out to the left and taken the sack, it'd been better than what he did.
So on 3rd and 36.
He's going to try to flush it. He's got Dabrowski floated up and he threw it too far.
Man.
It would have still been short of the first down, but it would have been a good little play.
That would have given us really
now we
4-down territory.
And we got a punt from our own end zone now on 4th and 26 or 36.
36. Going to get to
4th and 36.
39. So they're going to end up with the ball on the William Blount side of the field to start their first drive.
Well, Brett's got a pretty good leg, so we'll see if he can maybe get a bounce and get it to go past the 50.
It's a high one, but Brett gets it. Punts it away. Spiraling over his head, caught at the 40. Straight ahead to the 30. And fumbled the ball. Get on the ball. They got it.
That's a penalty flag coming.
I don't know.
Would that be a face mask maybe right in there?
I'm not sure what to be, but it'd probably be on the receiving team. We got to get on that ball, though.
Yeah.
17 alertly again. That's Thomas, who was made the great defensive play earlier. Was they meaning to drop a beanbag?
They're going to call a hold, so that'll push him back 10.
From the end of the kick, probably. Or
No, from the spot, I think.
where was the spot?
Number 15 on the receiving team.
Yeah, I thought it was up more towards the 30.
Looks like they're going to give it into the kick or into the return.
It was after the kick, so that's the reason it wouldn't been. It would have been on the return. It wasn't. If it had been on the kick, it would have been from the end of the kick.
Huh.
So back him up a little bit, get him out of the orange zone. Or they weren't in the orange zone, but the edge of the orange zone.
So it'll be 1st and 10, Dobyns-Bennett at the 31-yard line. See who the quarterback. Quarterback's going to be number 18, Austin Sykes.
Dobyns-Bennett with a really big offensive line.
Out pattern, going to be caught one-on-one coverage. Can he break a tackle? He will, and he'll take it to the house. Probably. Reed will tackle him, but not before he gets in the end zone. 31-yard catch and run for the receiver there on one-on-one coverage. And it's a 6-0 lead for Dobyns-Bennett on their first play from offensive line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I believe that was number 13, Tylen Taylor,
And that's
on the reception.
That's their big receiver. That's their good receiver, Taylor.
Yeah, I'd say they'll try and get him one-on-one all night.
That looked really easy.
McLean, to kick.
McLean, extra point, up and low, but through, I believe. Yep, 7-0, Dobyns-Bennett. We've played 2 minutes and 6 seconds. We'll take a 60-second break. All right. So the first drive didn't go so well after the intentional grounding, and now Dobyns-Bennett's cashed it in and they're offside, so we're going to back them up 5 yards.
Frederick got that one, didn't he?
He ain't going to let them get by with nothing.
So we'll back them up 5. We'll take that.
Gives a better chance at a longer return here.
That's about as efficient as a drive you can have, Robbie. King Sport did, right?
1 play, 31. Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing. They put the ball on the ground. We got to come up with that fumble recovery, and that drive don't do nothing. But we weren't near the ball. We weren't near the ball. Stan, sour mood around East Tennessee with the beloved Braves last night falling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Porch is down here griping about it already.
What was he griping about?
Me and him got in an argument.
Castellanos had more home runs than the Braves did by himself.
He thinks it's a disadvantage the Braves having to not get to play in the first round.
Something I spoke about 2 months ago. Here's a kick out of bounds. So good job on the penalty. So back-to-back penalties, and William Blount's going to get the ball at the 35.
Yeah, 35. You're right.
But yeah, they didn't have no meaningful game, Stan, and it just showed that they were playing too loose, and because they dominated this year.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to put it to 40.
I think that's.
Is it 40 in high
I think
school?
William Blount's going to have him re-kick it. Yeah.
Back him up and make him kick it again.
Because you have that option, Robbie. You can either make him kick it again, or you could have took it.
Well, they were offsides on the first one, and
yeah.
then kick it out of bounds. You might as well go ahead and make him kick it again from further back.
So now they're kicking from the 30.
30, yeah.
And you got two of your explosive playmakers back there with Reed and Dabrowski. And if they do pooch it, Landon Rich is standing at the 35. He might be able to get his hands on it. And Aiden Klein's on the other side.
Well, if I had to guess, this one's going to be right down the middle. They're not going to try and kick it to a certain guy. You don't want it to be backed up even more.
See if this penalty cost them.
Yeah, we would have had it at the 35, so we'll see where we get it here.
Yeah, Blount really with a chance to start at the 40 with an okay return. Or 50, excuse me.
Good kick down the middle to the left side. Going to be taken by Reed at the 20, up to the 30, and no blocking down to the 32. So we lost 3 yards.
No, and really good kick coverage by DB.
Actually, I think Dwayne's going to give us the 33.
So -2 on that.
-2 on the penalty, but you did get the ball in Randy Reed's hands. And
yeah, you never know.
I'll take a chance with Randy.
You never know. What if he had shanked it again, Robbie?
Yep.
Then he'd been back to the 25 kicking.
So it is. We've played 13 minutes of time, and we've only got 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It's 7:13, and we've only played 2 minutes and 12 off the clock, game clock. Could be a long night here.
Yeah, both teams are going to pass it every down, aren't they? We've
William
not
Blount.
seen a run play yet.
William Blount, 5 wide.
I guess technically Cortez.
Here's Cortez straight ahead, gets through there, gets positive yardage, past the 35 to the 36. Give him 3.
Not much of a hole there. Really good job to slip it and get a few yards.
Yeah, it kind of surprised me when he squirted through there.
2nd and 7.
It looks like they're going to line up 4 to the bottom of the screen, 1-on-1 up top.
Cortez looking across the middle, now going to run. He's got Clark. Can he find Clark? He does.
Oh, good catch.
Catch the feet in bounds. Taps the toe inside Dobyns-Bennett territory.
That's good in the
Watch this
lead.
replay right here. Watch the effort here. Good ball there by Brett and the effort by Garrett. Bam.
That's a completed pass in the league, 2 feet down.
First down. That's another Blount partnership first down for the Govs. Their second of the game. Same formation. Cortez will take it. Looking to his right on the slant pattern. Now across the middle, dropped by Stewart.
A little to Stewart's right. Going to be a tough play. I think Brett trying to get him away from the defender a little bit.
I like that we had
Catchable
some
ball,
receivers open there, though.
Yeah. Looks like we got 3 to the right, 2 to the left now.
Try to get him to jump, maybe. Nope. It's going to be a straight quarterback keeper. Brett in the hole, bounces backwards. He was positive 2 or 3 yards, and then actually Dwayne is going to give him forward progress.
That's generous, Robbie, because I felt like he gave himself up to go
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah, and if he would have stayed right, he probably would have gotten another yard or two past that, but trying to make something out of really nothing there, and it cost him a couple yards.
If you get a couple here, I think you still may want to go for it on 4th down. We're at 8:25 here in the first quarter. Dobyns-Bennett struck first, leading 7-0. False start on 77 again. Harbin, his second of the game.
All-star, number 7.
So that'll put you behind the original line of scrimmage. Make it 3rd and long, or longer.
Four receivers at the top of your screen. Single coverage will be Hunter Stewart at the bottom. Cortez will be in the gun. He will look to Stewart. One-on-one over here. He's going to throw it as far as he can. Stewart going to go
Out of
bounds.
bounds.
He forced the DB player out of bounds, and William Blount might have to punt.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it. You can't give them 2 short fields right here.
Really good
You gotta
job
see
really good job by the Dobyns-Bennett DB to get inside of Stewart, make sure he can't come back to the ball.
Yeah, that was a good one. Great coverage. He had a better chance of making the play, and really, than William Blount did.
A good job by Stewart to lead him out of bounds so he couldn't pick it off.
Cortez not all the way back. Now he is. Good snap. Good
Booted
kick.
it.
Hit.
This one might go back.
He's going to field it. Get on the ball. And gets through a tackle. It's a.
Frederick called a touchback,
I thought he did.
and I thought I heard the whistle blow.
Had him inside the 5-yard line, slips a tackle, and they're going to start their drive
I guess
at the 50.
because he fielded. We'll see the replay here. If he fielded it at the 1 and then ran backwards.
Well, he touched it. He touched it, and the ball was not in the end zone.
But I still think if it goes in the end zone and they recovered, it's a touchback. If we recovered, remember the game, Morristown game?
That's what they're in there talking about right now. The referees, the ball went to the end of the end zone. We'll see if I know in the kickoff. I don't know about punt.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to keep it here at midfield.
Well, tough luck for the Govs.
Actually, now he's talking. He's talking to Coach Christian. They are going to back it up to the 20.
Okay.
So it'll be a touchback. But if we would have recovered it, it'd have been a touchdown, right? It's a weird play.
We could get an
The
explanation.
ball was marked the end zone. Result of the play is a touchback.
So you could muff it, and if it goes into the end zone, you can't recover it?
Yes, you can recover it, but that just gives you the touchback.
So if
No, I'm saying we couldn't recover it because
Yes.
he said as soon as it crossed the plane, it's a touchback, is what they're essentially saying.
in other words, if you muff the ball and you can't pick it up, just kick it through the back of the end
That's
zone.
not what happened in Morristown. Morristown recovered it. That was a
muffled it.
touchdown.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And this is the same crew, right?
No,
Well, besides the white hat. I don't know. Either way, we got away with it because we didn't recover it anyway, so saved us 30 yards of field position. Here's a handoff up the middle, and getting positive yardage is the tailback number.
That's number 9. So that'll
It's gonna
be Simpson.
senior tailback. It's 5'10", 160 pounds.
I think what he meant, I don't know, Robbie, the rule in high school, but I think because they recovered it, doesn't automatically become a muff punt. It's still a live ball. But once it's recovered by the offense,
okay.
It's a touchback. If it's recovered by defense,
Then it could be a touchdown. Okay.
Now I think.
So I didn't know if it crossed the plane, like, in the kickoff. Either way.
Well, if it does without being touched, but with a muff, actually it should have been brought back to the spot if the defense recovers it.
Here's an inside pass caught by number 1, just short of the first down. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 or 4. Nice catch and good game tackling. Mullins on the catch. Big tight end, 6'3", 220.
Yeah, he's obviously a hard guy to take down. Took about 5 or 6 governors to get him on the ground.
So it brings up 3rd down and 3. They got to get to the 31. Wait, why would it? No, why would? As a touchback, this drive should have started at the 20, right?
It did.
It did. It's just the angle.
It's just the angle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so 3rd and 2. Try to get us to jump. We won't. Sykes checks to the sideline, gets the call. 4 on the play clock, 3 on the play clock, 2, 1. He did get it away, handoff. They're going to call something. False
Probably
start.
a false start.
So it'll bring up a big 3rd and 7.
False start, 57 yards.
They did get the snap off
Yeah.
before the delay of game. I was watching that.
I think, Robbie, they'd been better off just taking the timeout because they were all discombobulated and they rushed it, and that's why they got the motion penalty. So it ended up being the same as the delay. They should have probably called timeout 2 seconds to go on the clock. But William Blount can take advantage of this. Might be a good opportunity for William Blount to get off the football field.
Yeah, you're gonna have to recover these guys out wide. We've only got 2 guys on 3 people.
Sykes will take it. Slant bubble over here.
Taylor.
William Blount's there. Makes the tackle.
There we go.
Great job by Taco and Ellis.
Well, they got it out to their playmaker, trying to get him some space out there with the lead blocker, but he's unable to do anything with it.
That's a big stop by the Govs. I believe Ellis was playing defensive end earlier in the year. They've moved him to linebacker tonight.
Yeah, I think he's playing a bit of a hybrid. He's still on the edge of the line most of the time. Goes out into coverage.
Randy Reed stands at his own 40. Should get good field position here as the punter for Dobyns-Bennett stands at his 14. The snap is a good one. The punt is away. It's an end-over-end bouncer at the 40, and
good job by
not
Reed
much
to
there.
just let this one stay on the turf.
And so good field position for the Govs. They'll start at the 37-yard line for their 3rd possession, trailing 7-0 with 5:11 left in the opening quarter. A couple other seniors I want to speak on, Stan, that had their bad luck draw this year are the Garrett twins, Holden and Bryn. They both knee injuries, ended their senior seasons. You know, they transferred, I think, from California after their sophomore year maybe, and they've been workhorses for William Blount on offense and defense. And just to see them too, that I saw them down there senior night, just emotional.
Yeah, certainly.
Slant pattern, Dabrowski catches it, gets forward up to the 40, giving 3 yards.
Yeah, a little odd there. I think it was more of a scratch screen or whatever they call it.
Yeah, if that ball
came into the back of the backfield.
We had one in the Powder Puff game last night. It was almost like that, where he had linemen downfield. If that ball's caught beyond the line of scrimmage, it'd been ineligible. 3 receivers bunched here at the bottom, 2 at the top. Staying 5 wide this whole game. He's offsides, was he
I
not?
thought he was. Maybe he timed it up just right.
Stewart will catch it, get straight ahead, and right at the marker stand. We'll see where Dwayne marks it. Short. It's going to be 3rd and 1. His left foot must have hit out of bounds before he reached the ball.
Stewart wide open right there. Gives Brett enough time to set his feet and stripe it to him.
We do now have a quarterback sneak in the play, but it looks like Brett may just take the shotgun quarterback sneak here. He will. And a big hole. 40. 35-30. Brett Cortez foot right. Touchdown number 29 for BC. Wow. Just a little quarterback draw. It was wide open. Part of the Red Sea, it looked like.
Yeah, really good job there by Deal, I think is our center tonight. Made a big hole for Brett.
Yep. 54 yards, untouched. I was worried he got rid of it, dropped the ball too soon. But no, he definitely didn't. He never dropped the ball. I just saw a shadow. 6-7 now, extra point pending. Clemens will on after the Red Tech touchdown. We'll bring on Darius to the edge. 15 on the play clock, so plenty of time. Snap is high. Brett gets it down. Kick is up. Kick is good. 7-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a 60-second break. We're back here as the Govs strike on their third possession to tie this game up. The extra point right there was by Oscar Weigert, another foreign exchange students playing his last game here for the Governors. I said it was Plemons, but it was actually Weigert getting the kicking duties here.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to kick off or do the kickoff this drive too.
And that was a good kick. Plemons, do you guys see Plemons? I was just wondering if he might. I see him down here.
He was warming up.
Okay, I see him down here. He's at the 50. So Weigert will do the kick here. It's down the left side. Get on the ground. Get on the ball. We almost got it.
Man. Just missed an opportunity
Sellers, there. It's going to be out of bounds. See if they'll take over at the 35. As it was a good pooch to the left
almost
side.
Almost perfect.
It kind of looked like he pulled it left and kind of fooled everybody.
And it looks like they're going to make us re-kick.
Yep. I think teams should do this more often.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially in high school. Maybe not college and pro.
I'm telling you, we were probably a half a yard away from getting that ball bouncing in our lap.
No, I meant teams re-kick it. In high school.
Yes, yeah. Especially because a lot of times it's a scoring opportunity, you know?
Not so much in the college and pros because they can still boom it to the end zone from the 35 they'll be kicking from the 30, but still.
Well, the second
that
row.
Tennessee kicker, I watched him kick it into the stands.
The second row of returners here is still pretty deep.
Yeah, you could try to pooch it more.
I'd pooch it near
around the 40-yard line, 45.
See if you can get something.
Just hit a pop-up right there and make somebody come up and field it.
Wyndham stands at his 15. Weigert, get on the ground, ball. Out of bounds again. Now they'll take that one.
Well, we got a penalty. Oh, that's a T. Yeah, they'll definitely make them re-kick it.
No, they'll take that
it right there.
Yeah,
they get it right there. And then
they're going to make them re-kick again?
I would have took it right there because I think you get 5 yards from right there if it doesn't go the distance, Robbie. Isn't that right?
Well, I'd say this one will probably end up being down the middle.
Might have to go to Plemons.
Well, it looks like. No, Reeves is going to have Weigert kick it again.
Kick it. He's saying, kick it, son, right down the middle.
Right down the middle. Reeves pointed.
Coach Henson, the special teams coach, looking at the alignment. So we're kicking off.
Play clock started. Should have started.
All right, now, okay, he's got a new tee. I don't know. Frederick, I don't
know why they didn't start the play clock. I would have thought I guess that just sets the play.
I think Hilbert was waiting for the whistle, and I just now heard it.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this one and see if we can cover. 4:22 left here in the first quarter, 7-7. Region 1 6A, playoff implications on the line. This one's going to be fielded there at the 35, going straight ahead and getting through the first line of tacklers and into William Blount territory at the 37-yard line. He goes out of bounds.
So it turned out pretty good for the DB.
Make it the 38. So, yeah, they gained 13 yards on the kick there, maybe 18 yards.
So they've had 3 possessions. 2 of them have started. Two possessions, Robbies, have started on our side of the 50 for the Indians.
At halftime, we will have the Kayla Lotz Dash for Cash $1,000 giveaway. Caden Clarkson, Savannah Darnell, Seth Breeding, and Tyson Monsevich.
My money's on Savannah Darnell.
She gets a 4-yard start, but if she wins, she only gets half the money. She'll split it with whoever. If she starts from the goal line, she'll get the chance to win it all. False start, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be. William Blount held their water really well there.
Another 5-yard penalty.
We've had a lot of penalties right here.
So the other kid, the Tyson kid, is the freshman that Coach Young says fastest. The kid that won the home run derby.
Yeah, okay.
The fastest kid he's ever coached. So he'll have a chance. And then I think Clarkson's on the track team.
Guys, we got 4:16 to go, and we've had 11 penalties thus far.
And
not
it is
counting,
we played. It's 30 minutes off.
and that's not counting
7:30.
the ones that are kicked out of bounds. Well, it is counting those. That's right. My fault. My fault. Yeah, that's counting.
Yeah, this will be a 10:30 now, 11. Yeah, it's 7:30. Here's a handoff up the middle. William Blount's there. Can they tackle? They can't. I think it's 24, the ball carrier.
24 or 21. We'll get it done.
Looks to be
24.
Yep.
That'll be Hayden Job, senior tailback. But we were there, but he gets back the penalty yardage, so give him 5.
Still 2nd and 10, so Govs get a short stop right here or an incompletion. Looking at 3rd and long.
Second and long.
No, if we get an
Oh,
incompletion.
yeah, I'm sorry. I was in my own mind. Rolling to his right. Dump past Sykes. We'll find a receiver, number 22. Cuts back, Randy Reed, and finished off by Zeke Crow.
Got a flag.
That's a late hit right there. Yep, number 21. That's a post-possession penalty, too.
Marker on the field.
That should be a dead ball. 22 catches it for 8. I think we should have unsportsmanlike or something on 21. Is that what y'all saw? Oh, just offensive pass interference.
Oh.
So
Okay.
blocking downfield.
Yeah, it
before
must have
the-
been blocking downfield. That's all I can think of. I didn't see a pick or anything. Did you?
Yeah, I was watching 22 out of the backfield.
Number 21 on the offense.
Oh,
Blocking the
block
back.
Oh, okay. So they called the block in the back.
Oh, that's the wrong signal for blocking the back.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what I saw, 21 blocking the back, but I thought it was going to be a late hit blocking the back. So it is going to be a 10-yard catch and 8-yard catch and a 10-yard penalty. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 12.
Unfortunately, that doesn't give a loss of down. That's where you're really hoping for the after the play.
That's why I thought he
yeah.
was blocking after the play. So we got a chance here.
DB running a tight formation here in the pistol.
In motion is 15.
Oh, fumble!
Get on the ball. And it's going to be a red tech sack. Who is it? It's Witherspoon. Friday the 13th. Some things can happen here at Mike White Field. The blackout with the student section, the black jerseys.
Loss of 12 on the play.
Loss of 12 brings up 3rd and 24.
Yep.
3rd and 24.
Need good coverage here. They got 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top, 5 on the play clock.
They brought in Cortez at safety for a little bit of extra
Straight drop for
coverage.
Sykes. Going across the middle, steps up in the pocket. Good coverage. They'll take off running. We need to come back. A big field over here. He will slide down.
That's going to be a penalty.
What's the penalty for?
No laundry on the field. Did
gave
give
himself
himself
up.
up.
No, the ball. If it's a penalty, then he has to stop where the slide starts, not where he finishes.
Well, I don't think they threw it. They didn't throw the pack. They didn't
But I'm
throw
saying
it.
he's down where he starts his slide stand, not where you finish the
I
slide.
understand, but it's
So we're gonna have
Where's the replay, guys?
the chain gang come out and measure where this ball is.
it's short a little bit, but they're.
So at the 40, he starts to slide at the 30. Okay, so
30. Yeah.
where did they spot it at?
The 29, I believe.
Okay, so it's close. It'll bring up 4th and 1, maybe. My angles are off. I didn't know why we're measuring this one.
Yeah, I can't really tell.
It
where
looks
it's
like
at.
the ball's closer to the 28.
So that's why they're measuring then, because
Oh,
the
okay.
28's the first down. They
And
got,
he got it.
Wow.
But his slide started at the 30. We just saw it on the replay.
Well, still,
They give him
third
2
and
extra
24, and we give him 22. It's still 4-down territory.
yards. So did we go man? I don't know all the X's and O's, but did we go man coverage there on 3rd down and 24? And that left no responsibility for the quarterback.
We didn't have a guy scouting him, and we obviously weren't playing zone because we would have had guys in coverage.
That's weird. It's very weird. So at the 28, it'll be 1st and 10, Dobyns-Bennett. They pick up 24 on 3rd and 24 on a quarterback keeper.
I thought one of their guys flinched on the hard count, Robbie. Our guys flinched but didn't penetrate the neutral zone, but I feel like they had a guy that flinched too.
Sykes will take it. He will keep hand off to the running back. Bottled up there. Not much running room. That's 22, I believe. Forward progress down to the 25, giving 3.
As we tick under 90 seconds here in the first quarter.
That was
it's been
Franklin.
a long first quarter.
They've used quite a few running backs.
They have.
Far. That's the 3rd one, I believe.
It's a statistical nightmare over here for me.
1:15 left in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. Sykes will have a new tailback in. It'll be number 9, Simpson to his left. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. William Blount's got a 3-man front, showing blitz off the edge. He'll hand it up there. William Blount's got a chance, and now he
and then we have
takes
a
off
hold
run.
over here. Darius Brooks
That's
got
a
held, but he's going to
touchdown.
take it for 6.
Wow, we had a chance to bottle him up in the backfield, and the next thing you know, it's a 25-yard touchdown run for Simpson. 13-7 as Dobyns-Bennett strikes before the end of the first quarter.
Blount done a pretty good job so far of containing the inside, but we got to contain the outside of the field. They're getting a lot of green grass if they push the ball outside in the run game.
Extra point is no good. That could be crucial. Well, William Blount will actually, Dobyns-Bennett takes the lead 13-7, 6-point lead. We'll take a 60-second break.
This kickoff going to be right down the middle. Randy Reed's going to return it past the 20 and taken down.
25.
Yeah, right around the 25-yard line. Looked like he's going to be a little short, but extra effort got him to the 25.
I tell you what, Randy Reed, he gets hit so much. Kid's tough as nails.
Yeah, a lot of heart.
Building character. 3 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. William Blount's went 5 wide, no tailback the whole game. This whole first quarter. Check to the sideline with 18 on the play clock. Coach Claybo calls in a different play, and St. Clair calls it in. Cortez looks over the defense with that 9 on the play clock. Takes a shotgun snap, straight drop, looking to his right. Going to be caught by Garrett.
Was he down?
They're going to say his knee was down.
Yeah, that's going to be a loss.
That's about where he was going to get tackled anyway. Thought a hold could have been called on the left side of the line. Not sure which offensive lineman it was, but
Playing behind the chains here, not good. 2nd and 16. 2nd and 15. Loss of 5. Maybe one more play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback keeper for Brett. Running wide, getting out of bounds with 4 seconds left.
Maybe he got the yardage back. maybe a little bit less.
They're going to put it right at the 25, I believe. So
3rd and 10. So one more play here in this quarter.
Yeah, DB did a really good job of reading that play from the beginning. Just a straight QB power to the right side. It's like William Blount's going 3 guys to the right, 3 guys to the left, stacks at both sides near the sideline.
Brett, straight drop. Across the middle, caught by
dropped
Did Landon drop that?
Yep.
Dang. That one, he had a chance for a first down on that one too, so tough luck. William Blount's going to have to punt to come out in the second quarter.
Yep, we'll take a 60-second break. Your score at the end of one, it's Dobyns-Bennett 13, William Blount 7. All right, 4th down. William Blount Cortez will back up into pump formation. They do have a fake out of this when you have a player like Cortez, but they're not going to. High spiraling kick back, driving him back. He'll catch it at the 25. Missing the tackle there, straight ahead, and he's got a wide open field to the right side. They're calling a penalty, though. And he's going to beat Slusher, and Dabrowski will tackle. No, he slipped through that one, too. And it's going to be a touchdown.
But there's a flag.
Dobyns-Bennett.
William Blount really struggling with open field tackles, though. Even with that ball coming back, we got to tackle better.
You saw a William Blount guy go flying in the wrong direction. I didn't know what happened, but obviously that's what the penalty's for.
Well, and I think the flag needs to be further down the field than where it was at.
We're watching the ball here. It's hard to see. As you'll see a defender come up at the top of the screen. Right there at the 40. It should be at the 40. At the 40. They're 11 yards ahead of where the penalty happened.
So they're going to get the ball about where the penalty happened after this is over. Actually, a couple of yards ahead of
They should be starting this drive at the 30. I guess the referee couldn't throw it that far.
Unless there's another one over there we didn't see, Robbie, and they missed this one.
They're going to start the drive at the 42.
Starting it ahead of where the penalty happened.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's just what it is.
Second quarter's kind of
the way things will be. Human error.
Second quarter's going to start like the first quarter with a penalty.
Yeah. Amazing that
13th
these spots.
Penalty of the game.
13th already. 1st and 10, Dobyns-Bennett at the 42. He'll take it. He'll hand to Simpson again. William Blount's got a chance. Spinning out of tackles and getting 5 yards.
Anytime something is bounced outside, William Blount has not done a very good job of bringing the guy down. I got to wrap up.
The penetration has been great.
Got to wrap up.
Moving fast. 2nd down and 5. Wide receiver is.
2nd and 5, Indians.
Same play, no slant pattern. This side, batted down right there. I believe that's Chase. No, 64 is. He's playing for Brian Garrett. Do you have an updated roster?
I do not, no.
No, it ain't going to be on that. It's going to be on the 2 deep that Tyler sent. I do not have access to that. But anyways, somebody's wearing Brenn's number tonight.
So 3rd and 5.
What do we? Equipment malfunction? Pinkerton has something. He's the umpire tonight.
Maybe play clock, wasn't moving. Still set at 25. Now it moves.
Tossed to the right. William Blount's there, but he slips through and he's off to the races. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown.
And we've got Laundry on the field, so this
29.
one's more than likely going to come back.
So, Stan, was that forward? You got that as a pass or a run?
It was close.
I had it as a run, but we may need to look at the replay here.
Another penalty. We'll get this sorted out. It is a run. Yeah, it was a lateral. Receiver. Well, how would there be a guy blocking in the back there?
I don't know.
It's going to be enough for a first down, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
So this second quarter first down, well, for William Blount, they'll be brought to you by the Party Zone, the Roll Arena. But for Dobyns-Bennett, it'll bring up first down and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A good play call on 3rd and 5 by DB. Crack toss to the outside. William Blount had it covered, but
Yeah, short side of the field, you'd think we'd be able to bottle that up and make a play, but he slipped right through there. I didn't catch the number, Stan.
It was 24.
24 again. Okay, that's Job. Hayden Job. He's fast. Pistol formation. Reverse pass. Going to throw it
Flea
deep.
flicker.
And it's wide open. Caught by number 1 and into the end zone. Mullins. Good little play there.
yeah, got fancy with it, and it paid off. Long touchdown pass. Put them up 2 scores.
They're going to go up, but you're going to go for 2 here to try to take the lead 21-7. Yeah, they ran one guy across the middle to the left side post and left the streak down the right sideline wide open. Good play call there by Coach Christian. Play clock is still not started, and the referee's just standing there. Now it is. Franklin will be the tailback behind Sykes. In motion is 7. In play action, he will step out of the pocket, rolling to his right, throwing back in the end zone, incomplete.
They
Luckily,
caught that ball, but
Yeah.
out of bounds. Extra point fails, so William Blount only trails by 12 with 10:26 to go. It's 19-7. We'll take a 60-second break. More whistles. We got another whistle. Oh, the ball's past the hash. What more can delay this game?
Yeah, it's going to be a late one tonight. That's for sure.
You have to give the referees. They were on top of that one.
Yeah. I don't know
Can't
how.
get nothing past
I don't know
Frederick.
how, as a kicker, you don't see that.
Was that Frederick or was that
It was
Pinkerton?
Pope, actually, the head referee. Rick Pope got the white hat tonight. And the kick is away. It's a good one. Going to drive Reed back to the 5-yard line. Going up the left sideline and getting past the 20, around the 22.
Yeah, still no.
We got
Somebody's
somebody
hurt. Was that Witherspoon or Eggleton? Eggleton?
55.
Yeah, it's Eggleton.
Yep.
That's our starting defensive end.
He's going to make it off on his own
Yeah.
power, though.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
He's a tough cookie.
It's just a sophomore, too. Rico Eggleton. Hopefully it's just a cramp or something. So William-Blount's offense starting at the 22-yard line. Got a tight end, I believe, in this time. And it's a jet sweep. Going to be taken by Landon. Getting a couple yards. And driven back. Giving forward progress to the 24.
Read really well by the front seven of Dobyns-Bennett.
Actually, it was still 5 receivers. They just had Dabrowski lined up at tight end.
They're really trying to spread out this defense to have some more space inside.
Screen pass caught. Good blocking there. And picked up 3 or 4 more. Thought it was going to spring him. Dabrowski on the catch this time. Jackson Dabrowski.
Dabrowski on the carry.
So 3rd down and about 5, maybe 4.
3rd and 6.
We'll give it 3rd and 5. 5 wide. Cortez tries to get them to jump. They will not. 20 on the play clock as he checks to the sideline. 9:15 and counting here in the second quarter. William Blount trailing 19-7. Cortez straight drop. Rolls to the right, across the middle, going to be caught.
Oh,
dropped
man.
again by Landon Rich.
Now, behind him that time, you really want to lead him. He had a lot of green grass in front of him. I know it's a tough throw with Cortez moving to the opposite side and throwing across his body, but you feel like he has enough time to set his feet and throw there.
Landon will tell you he should have had it. So it'll be another punting situation for Cortez with Wyndham, who took the last one to the house, but it got called back on a penalty. Cortez, plenty of time.
Oh.
Doesn't get a good kick away, though. It'll hit at the 45
Here
and
comes
go
roughing
backwards.
the kicker. Roughing the kicker right
If
here.
it's roughing or running into, either way, it's going to be a first down, ain't it?
It's going to be really close if it's running into, but I think it's roughing.
The running into is only 5 yards, so it'd be
It's
about
running into, but they're going to march it off. It's going to be close. I think it's enough, Stan. Looking at the marker,
Yeah, it's going to be
gonna
right at it.
right at it.
I mean, it's going to be close enough you might think about going.
I'm giving it to him. Offense, get out there, get ready. Either way, if it's 4th and
No,
a
you
half
gotta
an
go
inch,
for
you're
it.
going for it on
Yeah.
a quarterback sneak. Believe it's enough for a first down. It'll be a party zone. Your birthday specialist at Roll Arena.
I need to see that brotherly love play that Philadelphia
Yeah.
has.
The brotherly shove.
Brotherly shove, that's what it is.
First down, Governors.
Yeah, a little off topic for this game, but I expect that to be illegal
It will be
next
outlawed.
year.
At least in the NFL, it will be.
Yeah.
What's that, the push?
The brotherly shove, yeah. Because Giants have already gotten some guys hurt, so it'll be a.
It's unstoppable
Yeah,
too. So
yeah,
I
it is.
mean,
Actually, I've seen the Giants get stopped on it. Like
Yeah.
Philadelphia's looks unstoppable, but I've seen other teams try it. They don't do it as good
Philadelphia
as
also has the best offensive line
Yeah.
in the NFL for like the 3rd year in a row.
Philly. 1st and 10 for the Governors at the 32. In motion is Rich. It'll be pitched there to Dabrowski, actually.
He's able to fall for about
Good little triple option, old school triple option there. Had,
Yeah.
had the dive decline, pulled it out of the belly, and then the option. And I want to add one more to that, Stan. Let Jackson have a chance to pass that ball.
I knew you were going there.
Give him 3. We'll bring up 2nd and 7. Brett, straight drop in the pocket. Steps up, throws across. There's all
good
over.
catch.
What a catch by Dabrowski, the older Gavin Dabrowski.
Could have been interference.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Defender draped all over him. Really good job to concentrate on the ball and bring it in. That'll bring up 3rd and short.
Yeah, he was early, clearly early. But 3rd down and 1. Let's get this first down.
Yeah,
Nothing
you get
fancy.
the down
Just
over if they call interference, Robbie. You decline or you take the penalty.
Well, it's first down. 15-yard penalty in high school, right?
Yeah, or 10 or 15. Yeah, I guess so.
3rd and 1. Top formation for the first time tonight. 12 on the play clock. Brett will take the shotgun snap. Going forward and going backwards.
Nowhere.
Yep. Missed block there by Klein.
I thought we had some under center stuff on 3rd down and 1. And now we lost 2, so now we got 4th and 3. Got to go.
There's where you'd like that play before it gets outlawed, Robbie. I don't know if we got the horses back there to do it.
I'm going to try to get them to jump here.
It's a big play in the game right here.
15 on the play clock, 7:10 left here in the second quarter. Coach Claybo looks at the sheet, got to get it in. May have to burn a timeout. 7 on the play clock. Cortez will take it. OPO across the middle. Clark's got it to 50, to the 40, foot race 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Garrett the Hair Clark on 4th down.
What a play call there from Coach Claybo. I'm sure DB really thinking that they're not going to snap the ball. 4th and 3, you think they might run it? Nope. RPO, Clark wide open over the middle, and he'll take it for 6.
So make these extra points. Sideline warning on William Blount. The first one will not result in any harm, but the next one will. Stan, I saw you called one last night in the Powder Puff game, sideline warning. We had a good time as the seniors took care of business last night. What did they win by?
48-34.
48-34, yep. As they got a touchdown at the buzzer by Chloe. Little classless move, Stan, I thought. Extra point is
No, he got it.
good. Clemens back in there doing the kicking duties. And it'll make it 14-19. We'll talk a little bit more about that Powder Puff game. It was the Chloe Russell versus Savannah Darnell show last night here at Mike White Field as all the underclassmen took on the seniors. The seniors had 22-23, but Chloe Russell, she could throw the ball, Stan. She was throwing some tight 30, 40-yard spirals. And then if not, she was outrunning everybody. And then Savannah was doing it on the other side.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, Chloe plays softball.
And they had a nice play with Savvy Ray where they had a double pass, and she made a throw. Another softball player throwing the ball down the field.
Yeah, the spiral can be tough for girls sometimes because the football's big, but...
Yeah, it's revenge night, I guess, inmate night or something. I don't know. A lot of revenge factor in this game for how the basketball season ended last year. Nothing more than I'd like us to win one at the buzzer against them tonight, as they took one from us last year to end our basketball team season.
Joe Matosian just texted me regarding Powder Puff. He said, these teams might be pretty good. Nothing's better than Tyler Graves and Joe Matosian coaching up Powder Puff a couple years back.
With the whiteboards and the signals. Yeah, they had it all going. And the blazer. Joe was wearing a nice little coaching blazer. 6:50 left here for the Anywhere Movers kickoff. William Blount trailing now 19-14. Staying competitive. Need to find a stop, though. They've got one stop tonight.
Guys, I said this before that. That's a huge play right there. If William Blount doesn't convert it, it's almost adios time for them.
Clemens kicks it to the 10-yard line. William Blount's there. Make a tackle. He gets through. Wow, that's a foot race against Clemens. 25. Clemens, can he get him? He can't. It's going to be a 90-yard kick return for number 29.
29. And that's how you answer if you're DB. Don't even have to get the offense on the field to put it up 2 scores again.
But we're right there. We got 5 guys.
Yeah, that was 29, Zabay and Goodwin.
Yeah, they'll probably go for 2 again as they're chasing points. We can keep getting stops on 2-point conversions. Maybe we can get it to a 1-score game. 7 chasing down 6.
I think it'd take probably about 7 touchdowns to do that, Rob. Because they are going to go for 2. They've got trips to the right side.
Simpson to the right of Dykes. He got it away. It'll be a slant pattern deflected. Woo, he was wide open. Extra point, no good. Your score now, Dobyns-Bennett 25, William Blount 14, so we trail by 9. Weird numbers tonight. We'll take a 60-second break. Yeah, and mine. All right, William Blount trailing by 9, 6:34 left. I'm sorry, 11, trailing by 11. Squib kick. This time Dabrowski comes over and fields it at the 20, straight ahead and tackled there at the 25.
Really good kick coverage again from Dobyns-Bennett.
Tell you what, their special teams might be the difference in this game when it comes to all set up. They've covered every kick good.
And they've scored twice. One of them got called back.
Right, exactly, but they had good field position and so forth. So,
but they did cost themselves 7 points on a roughing the punter.
That's true, and they did muff.
And they did muff one, but
It wasn't costly, for them, but it actually cost them a lot of field position.
yeah, I think we ended up stopping them. That was the drive we stopped them. 1st and 10. Govs still with 5 wide formation. I think this is called Marines formation for Coach Claypool's offense. Cortez needs to get outside the pocket. He will throw it to the sideline. As Rich took off running, should have been working his way back.
Yeah, you think Rich might have had a possibility of catching the ball if he just comes back to it. I guess he thought that Brett was going to have a little more time and he's going to be able to cut it upfield, but
now they'll bring Klein in for the first, in 2nd down formation. I know we had it on 3rd down. We had a tailback in there. Klein in at tailback, 3 receivers right, 1 left. It's Stewart, single coverage at the top of your screen. Cortez will take a straight drop, looking that way. 1-on-1, Stewart, can he outrun him? He can't. The ball's out of bounds.
Pass intended for Stewart.
You got to give him a chance.
yeah, Cortez throwing that off of his back foot. Oh, you got time. Step into it.
Was it? It was out of bounds, right?
Yeah, it was out of bounds.
I didn't think he had a chance to catch it.
No, he didn't.
So 3rd down and 10. Not much time has went off the clock is the only good thing about this. Bad news is we're at 3rd and long. Cortez in the pocket, going across a fade pattern. Stewart, diving catch. What a play by Hunter Stewart.
There we go.
That's a party zone. Roll Arena 1st down.
Yeah, perfect throw right there, too. If that ball's anywhere else, it's not going to be caught. Really good job, really good concentration by Stewart, able to catch it going to the ground.
Yeah, that was a tough catch at any level. 42-yard line. Blitz coming. Cortez going to chuck it. He's got Dabrowski. Can he run it? Out of bounds. No, that was actually infield. But good coverage there by Dobyns-Bennett Indians. These jerseys, 17 again. That was the guy that scored earlier, Thomas.
Really good rush by DB as well. Guys all up in Cortez's face. Had to get the ball out, I think, a little earlier than he wanted to.
Second and 10. Cortez. Where's he going? Oh, nice move right there. Now you need somebody to come back to him. Dabrowski's coming to the sideline, but it's out of bounds. Good job of not getting a sack or an intentional grounding. It'll be 3rd down and 10 again, though.
Robbie, was it Dobyns-Bennett last year or year before that had, I guess it was last year, that had numbers that matched?
Last year was at Dobyns-Bennett.
Oh, did they not switch did they not have?
No.
Okay. Well, it might have been the year before then that they had jersey numbers that matched the jersey color itself. It was a team.
We had that one year. It was hard. I was a sideline reporter then, and I had to tell the numbers to Stan and Scott the whole time.
That was Justin Ridge.
Yeah, because he didn't want nobody on film to see the numbers. Pressure in Brett's face and batted down there. Nice play. That's the beast we had to be worried about. Number tonight, 59, is Nicholas McVeigh. And that's his first impact play of the game. It'll bring up a punting situation for William Blount.
We had an offensive lineman downfield, too. Lucky that wasn't called.
Well, I think it was going to go behind the line of scrimmage. Wasn't it a screen right there set up for it?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
everybody else looked like they were in pass protection.
4th down and 10. Might.
Got to cover this kick right here, guys.
Yeah, but special teams has been difficult. Cortez will kick it. Ain't going out of bounds. It's caught up there. Dabrowski can't get him down, and Henson will, though. Fumble! Hit on the ball. We got it, I think.
William Blount.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, is he?
Or they're going to say that he was down. Nope.
I think Grant's pointing to William Blount.
Grant's saying yes. It's William Blount ball. Yeah, he tried for extra yardage. You see Henson right here put the head on him and rip it out.
That'll be the second fumble on special teams for Dobyns-Bennett. And this one, William Blount is able to recover.
And Garrett does field it. Well, no replay. No replay in high school. Here's a reverse. Dabrowski has it. Get blockers ahead of him. Cuts it up at the 10. 5, 4, 3, 2. Jackson, what is this call?
That was a late flag. But we've got 2.
The guy turned around.
We've got 2 on the field here.
Yeah, we got one right in the middle, and then this one.
Well, whenever you reverse field, something is always liable to happen. And
we got a blindside block, maybe.
Holding and a pass interference. It was. I actually thought the guy turned, but Flores pushed him in the back for no reason. But look where he pushed him at, Stan. Show the replay again.
Holding number 75 on offense. That was a decline.
Which now, that is at the 15-yard line. Look where they called the penalty.
Yeah.
So the penalty should be at the 15-yard line. Back them up to the 25.
I lost a couple.
It wasn't the strongest block in the back you'll see, but was a block in the back.
Why did he do it?
Yeah.
Nathan knows better than that. He's one of the 4-year players we talk about. He started his career as a tight end, and now he's a great tackle for us, but he knows better than that. Darius straight ahead, hole, cutting in the lane, stiff arm, and getting inside down at the 15. So give him most of that penalty yards back and some, Stan.
Really strong run there by Brooks. Good job to stay patient and hit the hole when it opens.
Give him 13 or 12. 4:41 to go. William Blount trailing by 11, 25-14 here in the first half.
2nd and 4.
Tight formation again. It's another handoff. Darius stays on his feet, goes down after a couple. It'll bring up 3rd down and short.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2 here, I believe.
Bring in Klein, and you'll have 2 tailbacks. Maybe. Nope, just Klein. Brooks will go out.
Well, we're in 4-down territory. So.
But can we get a positive play, like maybe something going forward and not backwards? Earlier tonight, we went backwards on 3rd down. We'll spread them out here.
Yeah, I'd assume some sort of RPO here where Brett has the option to tuck it and run.
They're showing blitz. Cortez pulls it, goes backwards. Now he's going to throw it across the middle.
Oh, he dropped it.
I thought they held our receiver on the end down there, Robbie. Not that receiver, but maybe
Dabrowski.
Yeah.
Well, that's really tough luck because Stewart would have had the first down, but
power football, big lineman coming in. We'll see what Coach Claybo has called here on 4th down and 1. He'll go under center with Cortez. Tailback will be Klein. Fullback will be Brooks. Got an H-back in there and a tight end. Cortez hands to Klein, short.
Stuffed.
It'll be a turnover on downs.
Good defensive stand by Dobyns-Bennett.
So there's a run up the middle, and he got no gain.
Looked like he tried to bounce it at the last minute, but
I thought he should have stayed more inside. But nonetheless, it was a turnover on down. The 3rd down and 1 stand. We can't go backwards. We're pulling out and going backwards on those plays. Just don't need to get cute.
No, and it was a good read by Cortez to pull it.
If you run that play right there on 3rd and 1, you get a little bit at a half yard, then you got another half yard at worst case. Now you got to put the pressure back on the defense to try to get a stop before the half, because Dobyns-Bennett gets the ball. Running backs breaking tackle, still on his feet. Simpson spinning forward up to the 18, 19-yard line.
what did he get, about 6
They're going to give him 6, so make it 2nd and 4.
24-0, Maryville, almost to halftime over Cleveland.
Wow.
Without Vananda tonight. 2nd down and 6. Quarterback, Dykes, incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Somehow find a way, guys. Find a way.
Still 2:47 here in the first half. So if Blount gets a stop right here, you got plenty of time to drive down the field and score. But 3rd and 4, you got to focus on that first. Force them to punt.
Dobyns-Bennett will get the ball to start the second half. So feels like it's a must stop right now. Simpson in motion. Dykes looking that way. It'll be caught by Simpson. Can we tackle? We
really
will.
Good tackle there by William Blount, and quarterback took a shot by Darius
Randy Reed, the sure tackler, Randy Reed. Now go back and field this punt, sir. William Blount may use a timeout, and they will with 2:32 left. This is the first timeout of the game. It's brought to you by Trinity Chiropractor, where you get your life forces switched on with Dr. Evan Butcher. 60-second break. All right. Backed up inside their own 5. Going to punt from there. It's a good snap. And the punt is away. Low kick. Randy Field.
He's going to call a fair catch.
So we got 2:25 to go. Try to get some points here before the half. You need at least 3. Nothing crazy. We've been in this situation, Stan, the last couple of years. Even this year, we've had games in this situation. We throw a pick and it goes the other way. And next thing you know, you go from a single-score game to 2 or 3 score game. And
well, they get the 2 for 1 right there.
Right.
They score here and then they get the kickoff.
Now, you really want the touchdown. You really want 6 or points in general, but
I'd like to start this with a run and get the clock running a little bit.
Yeah. Number 1 has got to be control the football, hold on to the football.
Klein is the tailback, standing to the right of Cortez. Cortez will roll to his right, out pattern, chucks it to the corner.
I think that hit that guy's foot on the ground, didn't it, or something?
I don't know what this play call.
I agree with you, Robbie. I think we should have ran the football.
Yeah,
Like
in
you said,
our
and they
2
got all
plays
3
where
they got all 3 timeouts, so now you throw another incompletion. And
and other than the under center run, our running backs have gotten pretty good yardage, so we're going to send them in motion again.
Klein moves out of the backfield. They will go across.
They're going to get it to him, but it's
They started to head up field.
So now we've gained no yards and 12 seconds just came off the clock.
that's just an awful long throw for
Yeah.
him to have to make right there, guys.
But you got to credit Dobyns-Bennett, really the first team we've seen this year make movement to our back in motion. The rest of the time has been kind of weird how they haven't. Now it's a big 3rd down. Williams going to have to punt the ball back if they don't get yardage here. Cortez in the pocket, gets good blocking. We'll throw it to nobody. It'll be a 4th down and 10.
And I think you've got to try and pin them deep here.
We got no run game.
No.
I mean,
We haven't really attempted to run the football other than Brett and then two runs with Klein and Brooks.
maybe going. Coach Claybo may be going here. Going to trust the defense if we don't get it.
I do not agree with this at all.
Timeout, Dobyns-Bennett. This timeout going to be brought to you by South Park Storage and Penske Truck Rentals at the end of William Blount Drive in 411.
Yeah, I think we were probably just trying to jump them off.
60-second break.
Back at William Blount High School, and looks like William Blount is still going for it here, Rob. Now they're going to drop into punt.
And Cortez will punt it away. And it's almost blocked. Could go in the end zone.
It could.
No, it's a good kick.
Let it bounce.
Oh,
Man.
Tough break.
Sellers has been so close tonight. He almost recovered the kick that was almost an onside top kick. And that one right there.
That one could have been down at the 2-yard line, just unable to get it.
So they got 2 timeouts, a minute 52.
I thought they only used 1. Okay.
Actually, does it show 1 on the clock?
It shows 3 for them.
I believe they've only used 1.
They used 1 right there when we got in that formation, but I thought they'd used 1 earlier, but maybe not. So, 80 yards, they're not out of reality. I mean, if you get them pinned in, you think
look how close we are. Look how many people were within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Well, look at their set though. They're pretty tight as well.
And the quarterback kept it. Sykes breaks a tackle, and he's off to the races. There's a hold though. 13 got a hold. It's an 80-yard touchdown run, but it's going to be called back as 13 grabbed our guy on the end. And now he ran to the sideline. He knew he did it. He's over there.
Well, tough break for Dobyns-Bennett, but we'll take it as we had him in the backfield and just stepping through tackles.
Yeah, we've been in position. That's why I mentioned that. Look how many people were that close to the line.
Yeah.
They squirt through, it's going to be a touchdown.
I agree.
Well, how can me and you agree and nobody else agree?
That's William Blount's 10th penalty.
You mean Dobyns-Bennett?
I meant Dobyns-Bennett. I'm sorry. William Blount's not committed that many. Dobyns-Bennett has committed 10. William Blount has committed 7. So
We had 13 first quarter, right? So it's only
12 or 13. Yeah, I think 12. And so
It slowed down quite a bit.
still a lot of penalties,
Yeah.
guys. But that was a big one for us.
That's a 6-point penalty, could be.
And, Robbie, it took about 15 seconds off the clock
Yeah, so
for him to run the distance there.
So a six-yard run for Sykes and then a 10-yard penalty.
And we trimmed it down to about 36. So
Need a red tech sack right here. Sykes will roll to the right. No pressure. He's going to throw it out. Pow! Witherspoon almost got a paw on it.
Regardless, an incomplete pass, that'll make it 2nd and long.
and the clock stopped. So 128.
Okay.
You
William
know,
Blount with the chance to get a stop and possibly get some points here. Just got to execute on the defensive end.
Yeah, you're right.
2nd and 14. So, I mean, theoretically, Robbie, here, if they throw another pass incomplete, then you're pretty good. But I'm kind of surprised they threw there. I'd have thought they would have ran it again.
Yeah.
Well, if they threw it into traffic, I feel like they've been having these little short routes that they've just been able to get. That's why I was kind of surprised there.
And they've done a really good job running the football so far. So
Job is the tailback. It's a out pattern. William was there short on the completion.
Really, that's like a run. I mean,
yeah, clock's going to move.
William Blount will not call the time. Why is the clock not rolling? Now, okay. So it's 3rd down and 9. William Blount substituting.
3rd and 9.
Dobyns-Bennett ain't got a play called. They're going to run the 20 seconds down.
I think they're content with running it down.
They just called timeout.
Yep, their quarterback called a timeout.
This timeout's going to be brought to you by East Tennessee Insurers, your independent insurance agency. We'll keep it here and do a game reset. So 1 timeout left for Dobyns-Bennett. William Blount with 57 seconds left before halftime. 3rd down and 9. They got to get to the 30-yard line. Like I say, if they tackle them in bounds, William Blount's going to call a timeout. If it's short of the markers, they're going to call a timeout and try to get the ball back. Dobyns-Bennett, though, has had the ability to make the big play tonight. William Blount's 2 touchdowns tonight have been on big strikes. 54-yard run by Brett and a, 50-something yard catch to Clark on 4th down?
I'm sorry, 61 yards.
61 on to Clark. So big 3rd down and 9 here. At halftime, we'll have the playing of the band. We'll have Stats with Stan. We'll have your pick segment. We'll have the Kayla Lots Dash for Cash, $1,000 on the line for the students.
So, Robbie, if William Blount stops him here, they're going to burn their 2nd timeout.
Yep. They got 5 wide, 4 at the bottom, 1 at the top. William Blount showing double-A gap blitz. Sykes will throw the slant pattern behind them. Don't even have to waste it, and only 4 seconds came off the clock. So Dobyns-Bennett will punt from their own 20-yard line, and William Blount will have one more chance. Just put points up before the half.
Yeah, more than likely going to have around 40 seconds here, depending on whether or not the punt is returned.
And 2 timeouts.
And 2 timeouts.
So that's 2 stops we've gotten and a turnover on a punt. So like 3. Randy Reed called a quick, fair catch last time.
Yes.
If he kicks another low one, I'd like to see Randy take off with it.
I agree 100% on that.
10 on the play clock. They got 1 timeout. They're going to have to use it. Unless they're going to lose 5 yards.
They're going to run the guy in late.
3, 2, 1, timeout, Dobyns-Bennett. This timeout, their third and last one of the half, will be brought to you by Blevins Realty Group, making buyers and sellers happy. We'll take a 60-second break. Punting formation, punting towards the church. Randy Reed stands at his 50-yard line. It's a low kick. Randy will fair catch at the 45. Good coverage there, good kick there by number 37, doing the duties there, Ethan Klein, junior kicker. So William Blount needs to go 55 yards here in 45 seconds with 2 timeouts. Clocks will stop on first downs, but only momentarily.
2 timeouts, Robbie. There's no reason, time-wise, there's no reason you couldn't get into field goal range.
No.
But
it's just all about being able to complete. Yeah, I'm not sure how many incompletions. Yeah. Brett's got a lot. He feels like he got a lot of incompletions tonight.
We've thrown 25 passes in the first half.
That's a lot. Rolling to his right, he's got Clark on the out pattern, caught, out of bounds, gains 4 up to the 46, or 49-yard line.
And only 4 seconds off the clock, so if DB keeps giving that, you might as well keep taking it.
We'll see if they guard that. And then if they do guard that, just look for the double move. Cortez out pattern, going to be caught by Dabrowski. First down yardage. This is a party zone first down past the 45, down to the 44-yard line, and stop the clock. Working the out pattern. So you're probably about, let's say, 25 for the edge, 25 more yards. You'll be on the edge of Clemens' range.
Yeah, I think so.
But you still have 2 timeouts and 37 seconds left here in the half.
I think you need at least 25 yards, Robbie.
I'd like to get 44. Something awful there. Klein running wide. Timeout going to have to be used.
Trying to catch him asleep right there, maybe. I don't know.
Got 4 yards. So this timeout will be brought to you by Circulation Station, relieving pain with technology. Get 3 free treatments when you mention the Voice of Champions, AM 1470. 60-second break. Second down and 5. Cortez in the gun. Looking to his right. Blitz coming. Needs to get outside.
Oh, boy.
Not again.
He does get this one past the line of scrimmage and outside the pocket, so no intentional grounding this time.
Pass incomplete. Marker on the field.
We have some type of penalty downfield.
Oh, could be a hold.
Could be a hold with the, yep.
If I had to guess, yeah.
21's not happy.
So that'll be an automatic first down for Blount.
10-yard penalty, put us down to the 29. No, I'm sorry, yeah. Down to the 29.
No, 34. 10-yard penalty put you. Yeah, you're right. 29. I'm sorry. We're
Yeah.
at the 39. You're right.
Yeah, 29. So getting closer to field goal range with 23 seconds. See, a lot of time went off there, though, Stan.
Yeah.
Where he started to reverse, then came back. But you still have a timeout in your pocket. The worst. We've not managed these very well this year, but I feel like we've had enough practice that we'll get at least a field goal attempt here in the next 23 seconds. Hopefully we get 6, though.
Oh, no.
False start on Aiden. Oh, my gosh, they
Oh,
did.
wow.
Aiden just
He thought he was going to get called for it, too.
didn't call it. Cortez could run
it.
He's going to throw it out
Oh.
of bounds.
You'd like to see him run right there. He had a
Good.
lot of green grass in front of him.
Good coverage, though, downfield. There was nothing open. I was looking.
He might have thought, not remembering the timeout situation right there, didn't want to run it, Robbie.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I mean, I'd like to get another 15 to 20.
well, I think you need at least 10 more.
See, from here it'd be a 46.
I think you need to get down to we talked about the 19 or so, 20, maybe the 20-yard line.
Straight drop for Brett. He's going to chuck it to the sideline, incomplete, hopefully.
Yep.
Why are we trying to make
Yeah.
diving catches like that?
That would have been disastrous.
Like, we don't like the. I guess kids are just trying to make plays, but you're going to catch no gain and lose your last time out.
So 9 seconds, I say you just have a
This
go
is
route right
almost the
here.
same- this is the same amount of time on the clock.
Yes.
Whenever
exactly.
when we ran it out against Science Hill. Let's just do a straight go with Gavin down here at the bottom. If he doesn't get it, then try a
Or you run
46
just a
yards.
short out, Robbie, to about the 20.
Oh. No.
Yep, you're going to do it.
Yep.
They're going to do the exact same thing.
There's that 9 seconds.
Yep.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to throw the football, but you still hate to see that 9 seconds well inside your opponent's territory and you get nothing out of it.
I'm speechless again, guys. This is the third time this year that I'm left speechless with the time management. So, but, I mean, the effort's there. We're just not executing the things we got to execute. Your score at the half, William Blount trails Dobyns-Bennett 25-14. We'll come back with stats with Stan. You'll see the band and then the Kayla Lots Dash for Cash. And stay tuned for our college picks.
Halftime here at William Blount High School, Skip Murren Stadium, Mike White Field. William Blount trails Dobyns-Bennett 25-14. This is your halftime show brought to you by Heartland Roofing. You see the number right there on your screen, 865-323-5933 for free estimate or inspection. As William Blount band you see forming down below, so you can watch that right here as we go right into our stats with Stan, brought to you by Red Tack, the best refrigerator in the business. For LG Appliances, 865-983-1630. Here's your scoring in the first half for William Blount and Dobyns-Bennett, as it was a long half. Taylor catches a 31-yard touchdown on DB's first play from scrimmage after a William Blount punt, and McLean's kick is good, and DB led 7-0 at that point. Blount was able to answer on a Brett Cortez 54-yard scamper right up the gut. Weigert's kick is good, and we were tied at 7. However, Dobyns-Bennett got a 25-yard run by Simpson for the touchdown. The kick was no good, and at the end of one quarter, it was 13-7 Indians.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the William
Dobyns-Bennett
Blount High
added a
School
40-yard
marching
touchdown pass
governor.
from Sykes to Mullins, as Sykes threw his second touchdown to go up 19-7. They went for 2, but the pass was no good, and so that's where they led 19-7 at that point. But on a 4th and 1, Brett Cortez hits Clark across the middle for 61 yards. He races 61 yards for the touchdown. Clemens' kick made it 19-14 at that time in favor of Dobyns-Bennett. Dobyns-Bennett did answer, though, as Godwin took the ensuing kickoff 90 yards for the return. Once again, they went for 2, did not score on the 2-point conversion, and that's where we're at the half, 25-14. Statistics for the first half, not a lot of offense, the drives have been short, got a special teams touchdown, so William Blount has only 7 first downs. Dobyns-Bennett only has 5 first downs. On the ground, it's pretty much even, 12 rushes for 90 yards for William Blount, so 10 rushes for 88 for the Indians. A lot of passes. William Blount has thrown it 30 times in the first half. 12 for 30 is Cortez, a touchdown. No interceptions, 134 yards through the air for William Blount. Dobyns-Bennett's been very efficient, 7 of 11, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, only 90 yards through the air, as they are pretty much balanced there. William Blount has dominated the total, well, not dominated, they have the edge in the total yards, 224 to 178. Penalties, here's where both teams, way too many penalties. 18 total penalties here in the first half. 7 by William Blount for 61 yards. Dobyns-Bennett has committed 11 for 80 yards. I think this 18 penalties, might have said 17, but it's actually 18. Turnovers, only been 1 turnover in a game, and that was a Dobyns-Bennett fumble recovered by William Blount. Punting, William Blount's punted 5 times. They've not punted 5 times in a game all year. They punted 5 times in a half. Cortez has a nice average of 45.2 on that. Dobyns-Bennett did punt 3 times for a 33.7 average as well. On the ground, Brett Cortez leads William Blount with 62 yards. Of course, 54 on that scamper for the touchdown. Darius has 13. Darius Brooks with 13 yards on 2 carries. Jackson Dabrowski with 2 carries for 8 yards. Klein a couple for 5. And Rich 1 for 2. Through the air, all Cortez, 134 yards. We gave the stats, 12 of 30 for a touchdown. And then Clark's got the big receptions, as he has caught 5 of those 12 balls for 84 yards and a touchdown. Also, Gavin Dabrowski with 3 catches for 22 yards. Stewart 2 for 22, and Jackson Dabrowski couple for 6. Over on the Dobyns-Bennett side of the field, on the ground has been Mullins with, excuse me, that's the receptions. Let me get back to my other screen here on the ground. I knew Mullins was not carrying it that much. Let's try to toggle back up here. My apologies. Okay, on the ground, here we go. Simpson with 39 yards on the ground. Also for DB, Job has added 28 yards, 18 for the quarterback, Sykes, and also Franklin has 3 yards. Of course, through the air, Sykes, 7 of 11 for 90 yards, 2 touchdowns as well. Taylor, the big reception, the big receiver, 35 yards receiving, 2 catches, 35 yards and a touchdown. Mullins, 2 for 45 and a touchdown. Franklin has 1 for 8, Simpson 1 for -3, and also Freeman 1 for 5 for Dobyns-Bennett. So that wraps up Stats with Stands. We want to thank Red Tack again for being our halftime sponsor. We'll take another 2-minute break while you enjoy the band here at William Blount High School, and we'll come back with a pick segment here on GovNation Network and WBCR.
All right, we're back here with the Robbie Lots Dash for Cash. Kayla Lots Dash for Cash. Tyson at the bottom, sprinting, outrunning.
Tyson got it. Tyson got it.
Tyson got it by a centimeter.
Tyson Monsivice, freshman
Waiting
basketball
for
and
the
baseball
finish
player.
results.
Dude on the backside had him close, but Tyson was able to get.
Mr. Snarley and Mr. Cup to confirm.
Tyson had a big lead.
The winner of the $1,000, Tyson Monsivice.
Tyson wins $1,000 last Dash for Cash of the season. Yeah.
Presenting Tyson tonight with the Kayla Lots Memorial Dash for Cash check is the Panther, Robbie Lots, and Athletic Director Scott Cup.
Our very own Robbie Lots down there to congratulate him on winning. Now we're going to go into the college pick segment.
Thank you to all the participants tonight and to all who supported the
Brought
Kayla
to you
Lots
by
Memorial
Red Tech, the
Dash
best
for
refrigerant in the
Cash.
business for LG appliances. 865-983-1633. So this is week 7 of the college pick'em. Richard celebrating that he's in first. Lucas, you're only one game behind. Tyler's only one game behind Lucas, really close up there at the top. Falls off a little bit at the end, but everyone at the end's pretty close too. I'm right there smack dab in the middle. Carter's right at 500. Okay, first game up tomorrow, 3:30. Texas A&M at Tennessee. I think Tennessee's going to win big. Robbie says they're going to win by 17. What do you think about that?
Yeah, checker kneeling for Tennessee. Just going to be loud for Texas A&M. I don't think they can handle it. I'm going with same as Robbie here. I think they'll win by 17 or more.
Yep, Tennessee sweeps our picks. Everyone going Tennessee. Next game up, number 8 Oregon at number 7 Washington State. Washington State, a 3-point favorite. This is going to be a really good game. This could go either way, but I picked Washington as the home team to pull it out. Hard atmosphere to go into with what's the quarterback's name?
Bo Nix. Yeah, Oregon, that win versus Colorado doesn't look as good now, but yeah, Washington considered to be one of the loudest stadiums in college football, but I am going with Oregon here. I think Bo Nix will get it done.
Yeah, the name that I was missing was Perks Jr. Carter thinks he is going to go for the Heisman if he wins this. Tyler, Rob, Richard, Stan, Lucas, all y'all picking Oregon, me, Carter, and Brad, the only one's picking Washington.
All right, next game we got Kansas versus Oklahoma State. On this one, I'm going for the upset. I got Oklahoma State at home.
Kansas's only loss is Texas, who's been pretty good this year. Oklahoma State, not very good this year. They've been off and on shaky. I took Kansas along with Stan, Tyler, and Carter. Next game up, Auburn at LSU. LSU, Death Valley, a hard place to go into. Well, that's what they call it. Tiger on Tiger matchup. LSU at home, got this.
Definitely Death Valley at night is really tough to go into for Auburn, and I think clearly LSU is going to blow Auburn out of the water in this one.
Yeah, Richard is the only one to pick LSU. I mean, the only one to pick Auburn.
Next game we got USC versus Notre Dame, especially with the way USC played against Colorado. I'm going with USC here. They are going into South Bend, but I still think Caleb Williams won the Heisman last year. He'll get it done.
Yeah, USC had to go into triple overtime to win last week against Arizona, but I don't think this Notre Dame defense can keep up with how much USC scores. They're averaging like 50 a game. I don't think Notre Dame has enough offense to keep up with that. Tyler picks Notre Dame, Richard picks Notre Dame, Stan picks Notre Dame, and Carter picks Notre Dame. So it's split 50-50. Next game up, Miami at North Carolina. Miami, really tough way to lose a game last week with the miscoaching opportunity. But North Carolina's just been really dominant this year. Miami, I don't think they can go into North Carolina and get done. I got North Carolina.
Yeah, same. Miami just, that last game left a bad taste in their mouth, and I think they don't come back from that, and North Carolina wins.
Rob going with his team, Miami, and the only one to support him with that is Richard. Richard, you could lose a few games to Lucas here. Next up, Mizzou at Kentucky. Kentucky really dominant until they had to face Georgia. Georgia played a complete game. Kentucky really looked bad in that game, but I think they'll bounce back at home against Mizzou.
I'm actually going with the Tigers here. They've looked pretty good all season. Just last week, tough. And Kentucky, again, that Vanderbilt game just doesn't sit right with me. So I'm going with Missouri.
Yeah, me, Rob, and Stan, the only three to pick Kentucky.
Next game is UCLA at Oregon State. Oregon State let me down for 2 weeks in a row. So I'm going with UCLA here.
Oregon State was letting you down. UCLA, last time I picked them, they let me down. I got Oregon State at home. Lucas, you and Brad are the only two picking, or only two, wait a minute. You and Brad, the only ones picking UCLA. Last game, NC State at Duke. Duke Blue Devils been really dominant this year. They were kind of shaky going into that first game at Clemson, but now they've just been dominant through the season. I got Duke.
Yep, same. NC State just not impressed much this year, so I'm going with the Blue Devils.
Stan, the only one going NC State, trying to pick up a game on us. That was the College Pick'em, sponsored by Red Tech, the best refrigerator in the business for LG appliances. Call 865-983-1633. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with the start of the second half.
All right, we're back here just about set to start the second half. As congratulations to Tyson, freshman baseball player, who won the Kayla Lots Dash for Cash, beat out just barely, about a yard or so. I don't know if y'all had the replay, but it was a tight race. And Savannah Darnell, she gave it a great run, hanging with the fellas.
I think that was Robbie. She should have had more than a 4-yard.
Yeah, I mean that's a
They'd have to
that's
give
a
up
step.
half of
That's
it.
a step.
I mean,
Yeah, to give up only half. Yeah. I mean, almost. I mean, 5 she wouldn't have won, but still, she thought she could win anyways. She looked a little nervous, but we'll go over the GovNation scoreboard. Some scores have already went final. Elizabethan 56-0 over Volunteer. Alcoa 49-0 over Scott. Heritage gets their 3rd win of the season, 35-0 over Lenoir City. No surprises there on those 3 scores. Other scores going on still in play. The Oak Ridge Bearden game is 21-20, middle of the 3rd quarter there. Bradley Central all over Red Bank, 28-0. Then over here, you've got Maryville. Well, it's actually down in Cleveland, but it's just Region 1. Maryville leading 27-7. I think it's probably about middle of the 3rd, maybe late 3rd. Eagleton and South Green. South Green 6-1 stand, and Eagleton, they're tied 13-13 in the 4th quarter. So Coach Childs has the Knights, the Royal Knights. William Blount will kick off here to start the 3rd quarter. This kickoff, as always, brought to you by Anywhere Movers. Give Alvin a call at 865-235-4108. Back deep will be a good returner in Wyndham. And I believe it's going to be Job, number 24, beside him. As you see the student section tonight and inmate night and the blackout as they got the jerseys. People come out in all black tonight. Revenge game as they're calling it for the basketball team. And they've played right here with Dobyns-Bennett, only trailing by 11. But here's a squib down the middle, going to be taken by number 4. Getting past the 40.
Got a tackle. There we go.
That was Carswell.
Gets up to the 44-yard line, so that's where DB will start their first drive of the 2nd half.
So the defense has got some stops tonight, Stan.
they have. They've punted 3 times, turned the ball over once. Has Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, but still on track to give up 50. So.
And, we've just not been, Robbie, either team, the first down.
It's been ugly. It's been a sloppy, everybody in the stands think it's weird night here. It's a Friday the 13th night for sure. Things are just weird tonight, I'll say.
You got more penalties than first downs combined by the 2 teams.
Mullins in motion. It'll be a handoff up the middle. Well, luckily he didn't keep running forward.
Right.
He cut it over to the side for some reason and only picked up 8, maybe 7.
7.
But that was Simpson. He's had a big first half.
He keeps going, Robbie. He may score instead of cutting it to the side.
Stan, I wasn't here for the stats. I was down on the field. What was the passing percentage, or Brett, was what?
12 of 30.
12 out of 30, and how many runs did we have?
We ran it only 12 times.
Okay.
I know they've got a big front 7, but I feel like we're going to have to run the ball more here in the 2nd half to be successful.
Another handoff. He's got a first down and more. And still on his feet is Simpson, and getting inside William Blount territory down at around the 30-yard line. We pushed out of bounds at the 28. First down for the Indians.
The senior Simpson, he's quick. He just bounce it out to the outside, and he's off to the races. Good job by Reed to bring him down.
Stan, I thought William Blount coming into this game, you in the stats with Stan's segment at the start of the night, you probably went over it. The balance of how he passed and run is very simple. Not tonight.
No.
It's
way
it's
heavy.
It's a 2 to 3 ratio.
Yep.
Or 2 to 1 ratio. Here's Sykes handing off. Job going nowhere. Might have lost a yard or got barely back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, line of scrimmage. No gain for Hayden Job.
Hole closed quickly there by the Governor defense. Good job by
Looks like Eggleton.
Stuff it. Yeah, good to see him back. He was limping earlier in the game. Good to see him make a play right there. So that'll make it 2nd and 10. The clock moves towards 10.5 here remaining in the third quarter.
Sykes in the pistol. We'll hand it backside Job. Going to get positive yardage down to the 24. So brings up 3rd and manageable.
Yeah,
Good
3rd
tackle.
and about 6 right here, guys. So we got a chance to get off the football field once more time here.
Yeah, they got 2 shots here.
And a really good tackle there to stop him
Yeah, I
short because he had a
realize
lot of green grass in front of him.
They might kick a field goal, but they've abandoned it, I think, because of the missed extra point. So
Well, I think they've just been chasing points is what it is. I mean, he just pushed it.
really we got 2 plays to get a stop here. Here's 3rd and 6. It's a toss sweep. Job there. Can Darius make the tackle? He will.
What a
No
play
gain.
by Darius Brooks.
So down at the 24. So it'll bring up 4th down and 5.5, 6 yards. And I believe they're keeping the offense on the field. See, they've squirted through on that play a couple times. Notice more Dabrowski on defense tonight, Stan.
Yep.
Jackson, who started as a freshman at cornerback last year. This year they went to a platoon offense. I was hoping we would scratch it and just put all of our good players tonight because we need this win. But coaching staff's come up with a pretty good game plan to keep us where we're at so far tonight.
It looks like Reed's going to blitz here.
There's play action. We got a corner blitz, and we missed it, and he's got a wide open. Mullins is getting inside the 5. Eggleton just over pursued. If he breaks down there and just makes the sack instead of getting out of control, he's going to make that play in the drive for the Indians. And now they're inside the goal line at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal.
Good play call there by DB to throw it to where the defender was not.
Blitz coming, and he's going to get down at the 1 I believe that was Simpson again who came back in. No, it's Job again. Now Simpson's back in. Second and goal at the 1.
Well, I'd say number 9's got it. They got the eye set.
Oh, I got a sneak.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't go nowhere. Oh, he must have been on top of the bodies. It didn't look like he had any momentum. 1-yard touchdown run for the Indians to extend this to a 17-point lead.
They're going to bring out the field goal unit this time.
Got to make that play. Make that 4th down stop, and you never know what could have happened.
Let's see, they're up 30-17. Yeah,
Kick is low, but good. 18-point lead for the Indians, 32-14. We'll take a 60-second break.
Left in the 3rd. Dobyns-Bennett 32.
32-14, 8:03 remaining here in the third quarter as Dobyns-Bennett kicks it off to William Blount, hopefully to see if we can get a drive going.
Good kick deep, going to be fielded by Reed at the 7. And gets past the 20, but not much past that as he's gang tackled there.
Yeah, their head coach, Joey Christian, also the special teams coach, he's got to be happy with how his guys have defended so far here.
Yep, we haven't had great field position. And we've only scored on 2 long plays, a 54-yarder and a 61-yarder. Two receivers left, 2 right. Handoff to Klein. Getting positive yardage, maybe 3 or 4. Maybe, nope, just 2.
Really, just the 24 we'll give him. They obviously, Robbie, in the game plan didn't feel real comfortable with us running against this team.
Well, let me tell you, Stan, 18 incompletions tells you that their pass defense, nothing's open down the field. So,
well, I know
whatever game plan you thought, you should have scratched it. So, you don't
well, I
have...
think that's what they're doing. I think they've readjusted here at halftime, and, but...
maybe a quarter late or a half a quarter late. Let's hope not. 3rd down and 2. Here's Klein with back-to-back carries to get 8 yards. Blitz coming. It'll be another handoff. No, Cortez keeps it, fakes it, and gets the first down. Right at the spot, I believe. Orr's giving it to him. This third quarter first downs will be brought to you by Murphy Bobcat, your extra effort excavator. Tonight, Murphy Bobcat wants to reward the player of the game with the extra effort plays, showing a difference in being a good player and a great player. And we will name that player here at the conclusion of this game. Cortez, option to the right, fakes it, cuts it up, spins out of a tackle and goes backwards. Lost 2. Back to the 30.
Well, good decision to keep it right there, but not really a good decision to bounce it back outside. You end up losing a yard. Or 2, excuse me.
It's a tough defense. I think this is the best defense we've played.
Yeah, this is definitely the strongest front 7 we've faced so far this year.
Klein got a hole. He couldn't get through there. But he does get positive yardage. Give him 4.5, maybe 5. Yeah, give him 5 to the 30. 5.
Carter, so far.
So far, yes.
So 4 down territory here. You need to stay a positive gain. 6 minutes left in the third, but you're down by 18 now. Brooks is checked in at tailback. 3 receivers right, 1 left is Stewart. It is a busted play. But actually Cortez can cut it up and get a first down and wheel. And somebody's hurt now. I thought somebody was hurt for Dobyns-Bennett, but he's up. A first down up to the 45-yard line. Give him 10. That is another Murphy Bobcat first down for the Govs here in the third quarter. Cortez will take it, hand to Brooks this time. Big hole, Brooks 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Can he get the corner? 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3. Touchdown! D! No, he's out at the 1.
Are you kidding me?
Wow, how did he not get inside the pylon?
Well, you might as well hurry up and just inside zone it.
What are we doing with the camera?
It's raining.
Okay.
Yeah, rain has started to come down here.
Yeah, it's starting to rain more.
You could really see this become a ground and pound game for both
54
sides.
yards right
I just
there.
wanted to see if he got in. We're inside the Print FX orange zone for the second time tonight.
Well, his foot hit the pylon, one of them, but he may have stepped out, Robbie, before.
Right. Split tailbacks, Klein and Brooks. Cortez in the gun. Takes it, bobbled it, and Klein recovered it. That's why I wanted to see the replay. If he might have got in. We're in the pistol. Here's your replay as Brooks takes it down the left sideline. And he is out.
Oh, he's out of bounds.
Great spot. Great spot. Down at the 1.5. And we're not under center. We just bobbled a snap out of the shotgun with all this rain. Same formation. Cortez will hand to Brooks, and he slips. We just...
we implement an I form, and we're not even using it.
Yeah, but it's just crazy that we can't get in from 1 yard here.
Well, and I don't think, guys, the rain, the wet ball,
It ain't
and wet
helping.
footing, it's the wrong time, but it's just like that's what happens to us.
Cortez is going to keep it, cut it back, and he get out wide. He can not. To bring up 4th and goal. And it's a must-score play here as you're down
He
by
lost
18.
He lost 2 yards.
Back to the 4.
Well, now you got to throw the ball because obviously nothing's working on the ground.
3 quarterback sneaks from under center. I
It
bet
worked
would have
fine
scored.
all the way to the 1.
Yeah. Holes get tight once you get towards the
They're
towards the
showing
end
a
zone.
blitz with 14 on the play clock.
William Blount's going to call a timeout.
This timeout's going to be brought to you by Bonner Burger, home of the 2 for $9 quarter pounders with cheese. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, it is 4th down and goal. Tight formation. William Luntz bottled up. Darius is the fullback. Tailback is Klein. Under center is Cortez. He will take it. Play action. Rolling to his right. Trying to find somebody. Throws it. Back in the end zone, incomplete. Good coverage by Dobyns-Bennett.
Adios.
You don't get in from the 1 yard line, you're probably not going to win this game against a team like Dobyns-Bennett. Tonight's Adios brought to you by Bowen Door Service. With over 50 years of experience. Give them a call. 850-DOOR. Dobyns-Bennett, though, will take over at the 4 yard line. Safety could make it back to a 2-possession game, though.
Hey, I wouldn't put it past
With
tonight.
a wet ball?
Everything we've seen tonight, Robbie, that's a good. I'm glad you brought that up. I had not thought of that scenario.
Yeah, you might have needed a couple first downs before that one.
Adios, right?
Oh, the ball was out wide, and he's off to the races.
Lowers the shoulder.
Woo. Nice snag there by Sykes to take that snap. It's way wide of him. Sykes is a good athlete.
Yeah, he is.
And now he hands it to Simpson, and he picks up 7 or 6. Now they're out from the shadow of their own goalpost. Second down. Sykes will hand it up the middle and getting close to the first down.
Looks like he might be a little short.
I think Grant's going to give it to him.
Yeah.
Give it to him at the 14.
No, they're going to say third down.
Oh, he didn't. Why'd they stop the clock then? Well, they just moved the chains.
Oh, my gosh.
What's going on? Wait, what? So they just said third down, and now they say first down. What
Maybe the spot got the memo, but the chains did
the
not.
ball was closer to the 5, so it'd have to hit the 15, but
option to the right. Get on the ball. Get on the
It's still
ball.
alive.
Witherspoon.
They ended up getting the ball back.
Are you kidding me?
And he fumbled it forward and gonna gain 9 yards.
It's been that kind of night, guys. The breaks have not gone William Blount's way tonight.
Give him a.
2nd and 2.
Don't know who recovered it. One of the linemen did. So. 2nd and 2. And it's Joe running right. And getting another first down right at the spot again, I believe.
Joe now carry. Garrett and Swanson on the tackle.
I still don't. I was confused because I thought Pinkerton waved third down.
yeah, I thought so too, Robbie. And I thought it had to hit I don't know.
It's just weird. I don't know.
That ball did not start on the 4. They've gotten 2 first downs at the 24, so that would mean
Right.
the ball started at the. It was
3.
close to
Yeah,
the
it was
5.
closer. It was more 4.5 than anything.
William Blount, good gang tackle in the middle of the field.
We're down to 1:15 here in the third, and Dobyns-Bennett with an 18-point lead. They're just going to keep this thing on
Oh,
the
yeah.
ground.
You know, the one pass they've thrown, Robbie, this half was a huge one. That was on the corner blitz there, and we didn't make the tackle. They picked up 21. Of course, they've only thrown it 12 times all night. Very efficient has been Sykes, 8 of 12. For 111 yards and a couple of touchdowns.
There's a high snap. Sykes will keep it and take off.
Off to the races.
There's some type of penalty maybe, or a pancake. Is it a pancake block or a tackle? Nonetheless, he's off to the races, 72 yards. What a pancake block right there on the edge. He demolished one of the defenders for William Blount.
Yep.
And it sprung him 72 yards for a touchdown for Sykes. Stan, we are 32 days away from
Basketball.
basketball.
High expectations for both teams, I think, Robbie.
False start. False start. They called it. Back them up 5. Yeah, high expectations for sure.
Yep.
William Blount coming off a 30-6 season, their best record in school history, and a trip to the sub-state in boys action. Girls were young last year and did damage themselves. So both coaches really pleased with what they got coming back. Snap is good. The kick is good. Yep. Your score now reads Dobyns-Bennett 39, William Blount 14. We'll take a 60-second break.
39-14, 26 seconds remaining here in the third. As this game is all but over, considering Mr. Painter has already adiosed us.
Yeah, and he's never missed.
Nope.
And with this, there's a line drive kick.
That was.
At the 10, Reed up past the 20, and there's right where he's been all night, the 22 or
22-yard
23.
line.
So with this loss, this is pretty much going to eliminate William Blount from any
Postseason.
They can still finish with a winning record. They got 2 more games. They're 5-3. The last game is going to be a tough one at Dobyns-Bennett or at Jeff County. But next week, I think we go on the road and get that win.
It's been a long time since we've been down to Soddy Daisy, and I'm looking forward to that trip, and because I do think that's a winnable game for the Governors. So, and I think that would be very huge, Robbie, to get over that 500 mark.
Yes.
It could be 6. That would guarantee 6 wins.
Yep, and with a chance at 7. Handoff up the middle, Klein hit there immediately, but falling forward for a couple.
And that's one thing about Klein. It doesn't matter where he gets hit. He's going to fight for an extra yard or 2. So
we're going to take a break here. As the score at the end of 3 quarters is William Blount trailing Dobyns-Bennett by 25, 39-14, 60-second break.
Your score, Dobyns-Bennett 39, William Blount 14.
It's second down for the Governors. Give Klein 1 yard here, starting the 4th quarter, trailing by 25. Cortez looking for somebody now. Is flushed out of the pocket. Somebody needs to work towards him. He'll throw it deep and out of bounds towards the track. Need a new ball. Brings up 3rd down and long. Senior night, Stan.
Yeah, tough way for the seniors to go out, but they still have a lot to be proud of.
Cortez got a wide open field over it. He's going to throw it. What an interception by number 21.
Yeah, we're going to get an interference.
Is this going to be a Sports Center top 10? If our cameraman's got a shot of this one. I don't know about the penalty, though.
13.
That's probably going to be a PI on 13.
13 pushed the receiver down.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much, but
Let's say 21 didn't do nothing but make a one-handed snag, I thought.
he pushed his shot.
Yeah, he just he said, "You just blew my play of the year." Watch this.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We'll get a replay momentarily for it.
The production crew not happy about no replay.
They can rewind.
Yeah, y'all can rewind that one and watch it. Rolling to his right, Cortez. Out pattern going to be caught by Gavin Dabrowski after a gain of maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give him about 5, so it'll make it 2nd and 5.
So, yeah, pass interference there. And I thought Brett was just trying to give him a chance to make a play. What an interception that would have been. Now we got a chance to capitalize. Cortez running left.
thought they
and
got his face
gets
mask.
1 yard.
They're going to get him forward progress to the 45.
Looks like the Rebels.
Here's the replay on that missed interception.
Oh, it's two-handed. I thought it was just one-handed, but yeah, that was a great catch. Fumble on the ground. Cortez loses it. Oh, no, he picks it back up. Dabrowski's out of bounds.
Oh,
That guy grabbed him by the face mask, didn't he? That's still.
What are they?
that was unnecessary, but I think it was. I think it looked a lot worse than it actually
It wasn't
was.
catchable. The ball was
No.
not catchable, but
Is
here's
that a
the thing.
rule?
Well, I don't think so in high school.
Yeah,
it's
that's not a rule.
But
So
the-
it's
he went out of bounds first. He's not eligible receiver, but you can't just yank somebody down by the face mask, can you?
4th down and 4.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't get him by the face mask.
Gosh, tried to get him to jump. 26 coming off the edge. He didn't. He held his water. 15 on the play clock. Brooks stands to the right of Cortez. Straight drop. Slant pattern block there. Good D. Now he's got to make something of it. He's going to throw it. Incomplete to Stewart. Got it. Gave it a chance. Just couldn't do it. And it'll fall incomplete. Turnover on down, and Dobyns-Bennett will take over at the William Blount 45-yard line. All right, back here. Dobyns-Bennett will take over. 25-point lead. 10:22 left here. Looking to put the cherry on top. Take a handoff. Straight ahead is that
Job.
Job again?
Yeah, they're going to give him about 4 down to the 41. So it'll be 2nd and 6 for DB after the carry from Job. How many rushing yards does he have right now, Stan?
For the game, Carter, to be exact, he has 44. He has a lot of carries. He had 28 yards in the first half and 16 in this half, but he's kind of been the workhorse guy. Of course, Sykes has a big numbers because of that 72-yard scamper.
Yeah.
He's over 100 on the ground and in the air. There's the ball.
Fumble. And he picks
He
it back
picked it
up on the
right back
run.
up.
You got to be kidding me. How's it bounced right back in his hands?
That was a new running back.
They started the game this way. Like, they started with a ball on the ground that we didn't recover on the punt, the first punt of the game. They've had the ball on the ground 4 or 5 times, and they fumbled one, or we've recovered one of them.
3rd and 3.
Well, counting the muff, it might be like 6 or 7 they've
Yeah,
had
he's been
on
on
the
the
ground.
ground a lot.
Third down and call it 3. 3 receivers left, 1 right. In motion is Mullins. Handoff up the middle, big hole. Off to the races is Job, and he'll
There
score.
goes Jobs.
Yep.
He's a speedster, and he goes 37 yards, almost untouched.
That should put us in the mercy rule, won't it?
Yeah, puts them up by 31 with 8:47 to go, so it'll be a running clock until William Blount can get it under 30 again. Been impressed with Dobyns-Bennett's defense.
Yeah, DB's front 7 in particular.
For the teams we've seen this year.
It's been a very good secondary for DB.
I knew, Robbie, when they kind of shut down, I mean, they scored 22 points, but Westridge,
Right. They had to have a sound
Yeah,
defense.
because Westridge is a tough team to stop.
And the extra point is good. They'll put them up 46-14. We'll take a 60-second break. All right, we're back here as Dobyns-Bennett leads by 32. And the clock will run. I think we'll get to see some Jackson Dabrowski here at quarterback. Clark will take it at the Reed will take it at the 5 and get, well, I bet he's going to get
Right
somewhere
at the
around
21 this time, Robbie. Not the 22, but the 21.
Yeah, they've done a really good job of pinning us in this coffin corner down here, not letting us reverse it.
Definitely the best team we've seen so far at stopping us on kickoffs. We've done a pretty good job of returning so far this year.
I mean, how many kids that go to that school? What, 3,000?
Give or take.
They got double the enrollment we do,
Yeah.
and we're playing in the same region. Might want to get that fixed, TSSAA. Handoff, Brooks. Positive yardage past the 25, right at the 25. Giving 4 up to the 25. Cortez is
Still in the
still
game.
in the game. Brooks will be in motion. Cortez will take it and hand to Klein. And tiptoeing through, getting close to the 31 for a first down. I believe it is. That's going to be a bow and door service first down, making your best first impression. Never mind. Yep.
Yeah, they gave it to him.
Okay. I swear Pinkerton said third again.
I thought it might have been a little short personally, but
Cortez keeps it. He's got the option to the left. Throws it backwards to Klein.
he actually threw that ball. That ball had a spiral to it.
Yeah, but it was still a considered
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
If I'm Brett, I don't want to take very many hits, so
No.
I don't blame him
No.
for tossing it there. Gain of 5 for Klein. Like to see Holloway's in the game. Maybe get Holloway a catch for the senior. On senior night. It is senior night here at Mike White Field. We're going to say this is the last stand. Was it 20?
I think so. 20 kids.
20 seniors tonight for the 2023 William Blount Governors playing their last game at Mike White Field. And off to Brooks. Stays on his feet. Gets a couple. Another first down. That was the last play. Was a bow and door service first down. Giving 3 or 4 here. 6.5 to play.
So Brooks is definitely his best night, Robbie, of the season. 82 yards. 54 on that one carry.
Handoff, Klein, big hole. 50, 45, down inside Indians territory at the 40 for another first down here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bow and Door Service.
Yeah, Brooks done a really good job so far of hitting the hole hard, falling forward on his carries and breaking a couple tackles.
Here's a handoff to Klein. Big hole here, get it off to the races. Klein cuts it up at the 25. Another first down. Got some reserves in there for Dobyns-Bennett, but William Blount's
Taking
trying
advantage of that.
Yeah, trying to score one more here. Another Bow and Door Service first down. I would love to see Blake Holloway get one. He puts in a lot of effort. Low snap. Cortez will break a tackle, take off to the left, and getting positive yardage after a busted play. Did the rain stop?
I think so for the most part.
All right, just in time for us to go down. We needed to. That was bad. I don't know if it cost us 6 points or not.
It was bad timing.
It was
wasn't
bad timing. We get down to the 1 yard line and the ball starts getting real slippery. And the footing for Brooks was slippery. Players ran the same way. Cortez will run wide. Can he get to the corner? Can't. Cuts it up at the 10. What? They called that block in the back. I thought Dabrowski let him go. We'll watch the replay here. The replay's not available at the moment, but nonetheless, 10-yard penalty on the block in the back. I thought Dabrowski did a good job of not blocking in the back, but they called it.
Not nearly as many penalties the second half, thank goodness.
The guy that called that penalty, I saw him at halftime down in the referee's bathroom, and he said, "Man, that was an ugly first half." I said, "I know, y'all called 20 penalties." Second down and 11. Brooks handoff. Gets wide. Can he stay on his feet? He will, but he does get a first down, but not a touchdown. As he gets it to the 11 or 10, no, or 15. Right at the 15?
No, it's
10?
It's at the 10, I think, Robbie. Close to the 10. Maybe you're outside the 10.
Okay, 12. It's hard with our angle right here. 12-yard line, first and 10. Maybe the 11. I don't know. Oh, kept it. Cortez, good read. Cuts it up and gets out of bounds. Clock should continue to run.
There's a late shove by Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, that was unnecessary. Look at the scoreboard, dude.
Well, 21's a starter. He's still in there.
Brett just lowered the shoulder and got an extra yard or two. Maybe something was said, but
83. Was that the new player? No, that's Emmanuel LaRosa, senior. 83, Emmanuel LaRosa, end of the game. Landon Rich in the slot, senior to the left. Here is a handoff to the left. Klein. Is that Klein?
that was Klein. Yep.
Down
And they're going to say he's
touchdown.
in.
That's a Red Tech touchdown for AK. Clock will now stop as we cut the lead under 30. Good hard-nosed run there for AK. William Blount will bring Clemens on for the extra point.
Not that it really matters, but would you not think about going for 2 here? Robbie?
Try something. Snap is high. Brett gets it on the block. Kick is up and bombed. So your score now 21-46. We'll take a 60-second break.
46-21, under 3 minutes remaining here in the game. We'll see if William Blount goes for an onside kick or something here to try and get an extra offensive possession.
I think they'll just pooch it. This
Yeah,
is an
DB
anywhere
thinks
movers.
they're going to, but
Anywhere movers kickoff. There's the pooch, but it's too deep. It's going to be taken at the 15-yard line. Reversing field here. Clark has a chance to trip him up. Or was that Clark or was that Ethan Miller? No, it was Sellers.
And Sellers hit him hard whenever he got back up. That's where Dobyns-Bennett will start their drive.
We'll have reserve defensive team out there. And probably reserve offensive team for the Indians. So I think 14 will probably be your quarterback, Taylor Blankenship. It is Taylor Blankenship. Actually, no, it's actually going to be 0. Will Hurd, senior. Senior quarterback will be the reserve. Blankenship will be in the slot. I think he's a sophomore quarterback for him. Hurd will take it. Handoff to new tailback, getting hit hard. I believe that was Jackson. No, it was Reed. So Reed is still in.
And new running back, Cord Moore, is a sophomore. Or maybe Cord A. Moore.
Give him 1 yard. Does his helmet look darker to you?
It does, Robbie.
I was sitting there thinking, like, his helmet looks darker than the other players.
Could just be a JV guy.
I'm sure it's the glare because some of the linemen look that color, but he does look darker than the guy right beside him, doesn't it?
He's got another handoff. Bouncing it left and getting through the tackle and almost sprung it. It's a first down for the Indians up past the 42. The clock will stop momentarily. Now restart with 1:40. 30 seconds on the play clock, so maybe a couple more plays for these youngsters. We'll have a short post-game report and load everything up and get on the road. And Stan, I'm going to go with our Murphy Bobcat player of the game. I'm going to go with Garrett Clark, senior wide receiver.
Okay.
I know Darius Brooks had his best game of the year, but I'm going to go with the senior on senior night, Garrett the Hair Clark, the man, the myth, the legend. And here's a handoff for 1 yard. I will get him his shirt and his party pack. He gets a 4 skate rentals, 1 pizza, and a pitcher of cola from the Roll Arena. And he'll get a T-shirt courtesy of Murphy Bobcat. One more play here for the Indians. They could take a knee or they'll probably hand it off. I saw a team last Saturday night just hand it off and thought the game would be over. Next thing you know, they fumbled and they lose the game and lose their undefeated season.
Yeah, what team was that, Rob?
I can't remember. We'll think about we'll try to Google it. Google it. And that's going to do it.
It's a weak non-SEC team.
Pickup of a couple there, and that'll do it from Mike Whitefield. The Governors fall tonight in this Region 1 6A matchup and doom their playoff hopes as they fall to the Indians 46-21. We'll take a couple-minute break and come back with our post-game report here from Mike Whitefield. Welcome back to the post-game report brought to you by Heartland Roofing. We want to thank Nate and all the effort that he puts into this broadcast as he's been our title sponsor this year. Give Nate a call at 865-323-5933. Free estimates, free inspections. He'll do all the roofing needs. Anything you got, like an insurance claim, just turn it in and call Nate. He'll come out there and take a look at it and see what he can get done for you. Stan, you have the scoring and the stats tonight.
I do, Robbie. Thank you. As pretty competitive game. The first half kind of gets away from William Blount when they can't score on the goal line, and it was adios at that time. And then DB wins it 46-21, your final. This is Stats with Stan, brought to you by Red Tech. Sure, give them a call there, Red Tech. Dobyns-Bennett, 31-yard touchdown pass from Sykes to Taylor. Put them up 6-0, and the extra point made it 7-0. Cortez answered for William Blount in the first quarter with a 54-yard scamper. Weigert's kick is good. We're 7-all. But DB got a 25-yard run by Simpson. Kick was no good. It's 13-7 Indians after one. Mullins caught a 40-yard pass from Sykes. The pass was failed. They went for two. The pass was no good. It was 19-7 at that point, early in the second. But William Blount on a 4th and 1 hit Garrett Clark, and he scampered 61 yards, pass from Cortez. Clemens makes it good. It was 19-14 at that time. Godwin, though, takes the ensuing kickoff, Robbie, 90 yards for the touchdown. Once again, they tried a two-point conversion. It was no good. DB led 25-14 at the half. It was all DB in the third quarter. They got a couple of touchdown runs from Sykes, 1 yard out, and a 72-yard scamper. Extra point were good on both. At the end of three, it was 39-14. And at that point, it was pretty much over. Dobyns-Bennett added another touchdown, second half touchdown on a 38-yard run by Job. McLean makes it 46-14. William Blount's able to come back and get a 6-yard run from Klein. Clemens' kick is good, makes it 46-21, your final score. Here are your final statistics. First downs, William Blount actually had more first downs than Dobyns-Bennett, 16-13. On the ground, William Blount ended up with 36 rushes for 259 yards, Robbie. Of course, I know a lot of that was second half, maybe some subs, but still, actually pretty good on the ground. Dobyns-Bennett had only 30 rushes to 282, as they were very good on the ground as well. William Blount was 13 of 34 through the air, 1 touchdown for 139 yards. 8 of 12 was Dobyns-Bennett's with 2 touchdowns for 111 yards. Total offense, William Blount outgains Dobyns-Bennett 398 to 393. Penalties, a lot of them, mostly in the first half. 8 for 71 yards for William Blount, 13 for 100 yards for the Indians. Dobyns-Bennett had the only turnover. It was a fumble, although they stopped William Blount on downs a couple times. Punting, no punting in the second half, so 5 for 45.2 is a total for Brett Cortez. Dobyns-Bennett punted 3 times for 33.7. Individually on the ground, Brett Cortez with 88 yards rushing. Darius Brooks with 94 yards rushing on the ground tonight. Klein added 67. Dabrowski had, that would be Jackson Dabrowski with 8, Landon Rich with 2. We gave Cortez's stats earlier, 13 of 34 for 139 and a touchdown. Through the air, Garrett Clark, big reception. He's our player of the game. 84 yards reception on 5 catches and the touchdown. Gavin Dabrowski had 4 catches for 27 yards, 22 yards for Stewart, and then Jackson Dabrowski had 6 yards. Over on the other side, Dobyns-Bennett, a lot of big numbers on the ground. It's the quarterback, Sykes, had the huge numbers, 104 yards for him on the ground. You add another 82 by Job, 73 by Simpson. So just a lot of yardage right there, almost 300 on the ground there. Sykes through the air, we gave those 8 of 12, 2 touchdowns of 111. And then receptions, Mullins had 66 yards through the air to receiving to lead them. He had the big 4th down catch there in the second half for 21. Also, Taylor, the guy that probably their best receiver we felt like, had 35 yards as well. Franklin had a catch for 8, a couple other guys in there as well. So once again, William Blount comes up on the short end of the deal. 46-21 is your final score, and that will do the home stand for William Blount for 2023. So we won't be back up in this press box, Robbie, till next August, I guess.
Yeah. It'll be sad. Hard to believe. We've had such a promising start to the season, starting. Was it 5-0, or was it 4-0? 4-0. Starting 4-0, and then now we're going to miss the playoffs. Unfortunate there, but a lot to build on this team, and it's got to do with a lot of the 20 guys that played their last game tonight here at Mike Whitefield. These seniors have laid a foundation for Coach Reeves and the progress that we've made just in 1 year, going from 0-10 to now looking at a 6-4 campaign, maybe 7-3 if things go your way at Jeff County. But next week we go on the road and try to get that 6th win at Soddy Daisy. We'll recap the night as it was a senior night for those guys. We want to thank them for their effort they put out here, blood, sweat, and tears for the Govs for 4 years, some of them, 7 of them at least. And then Tyson Monsivas, the freshman baseball player, wins the $1,000 Dash for Cash in Kayla Lott's honor, my late wife's honor. And, man, he put on a speed clinic there. And then, of course, we want to send our condolences to the Thornton family as Lon Thornton has passed away, longtime teacher here at William Blount High School, and he's been the scoreboard operator here the last maybe decade or so at for William Blount. So, and I know he's got a young son there.
I think 6th grade.
Sixth grade, middle schooler, yeah. So, put your arms around him. So, with that being said, the Govs will take the show on the road next week. We still got a couple more wins we can try to get out of this season, but they fall tonight in this Region 6 1A matchup, 46-21. We'll see you guys next week from Soddy Daisy.